Yeah, we'll start now then. Ready? Howdy, partners! Oh, it's the wrong hand. I thought we'd have a change today because it's Sunday, so it's a bit of an off day. So, first of all, I'll just start to celebrate by having a cup of tea. So, you've had, because I've been on for a little while, I know it's been on and off with blue screen, but don't worry, I'll edit it all out. I'll just do it from the Howdy Partners. I'll just have a quick cup of tea just to start off. We're going to carry on with this. If you want me to wait till next week, then tell me. Hello, Thanos. This is slightly unrehearsed, this one, Thanos. But we're back with Kingdom 2 crowns. I won't do the whole thing. I just took 2 crowns. 2C. Right, hello, Thanos. I've got a delight for you today. I've actually... Thanos Palavos. Or Thanos Palavos. So... Thank you for coming in. I should be on the correct microphone. If I'm not very loud, please tell me. It should be loud enough for you to hear. If you can hear me nice and loudly, because I want to start off this time without a 23-minute where I was a bit quiet because I had it on the wrong setting. So if you could just confirm that it's coming out loud enough, I'd very much appreciate it. But now we have a little bit bigger camera. You can see me a little bit clearer, although don't worry about me. And we're going to continue with this absolutely gemified piece of beautifulness, which I don't know, I'm a little bit of a fan of. I am. That's a fan. All right, DLC. I'm very tempted to buy this, but it would probably go into some blue screen. So these are all different things. I'll do the bunny thing at some point. The Spring Edict. So maybe, we may have to just be able to play this game and nothing else, because I can't play Oblivion Remastered and I can't play Crimson Desert because my PlayStation decided the HDMI socket is not working. It's like it's been taken out and put in so many times that it's worn out. So there's a repair shop in St Austell. So I'm going to ring up, get a taxi there, drop it off and see if they can return it in a few days, and then we can, maybe that will fix it. But apparently it's a known problem. If you keep taking the HDMI in and out of PlayStation 5, it just wears out. But it's a bit like everything else. So that's why it's gone wrong, because what I'm always doing is I'm on the PS4 and then I switch over to the Xbox and then I watch that most of the time and then I go back. So I'm always switching the leads every time I do a stream, and I think I've just worn out, which is a little bit annoying, isn't it? So I'll show you again the campaigns. They're all different types. If I was to press on this, the only trouble is it might load that in. Right, what? It's Fury Studios. First of all, not sure what that is, and it's done by Raw Fury. Okay, and you can do different games in this. You see, you've got the normal Kingdom 2 crowns, okay, which is the basic game with those challenge islands. Skull Island, the Greed one, Dire Island. So you got those, but it includes Shogun. It includes Dead Lands, okay. But if you want Norse Lands, it's a little bit of DLC. It's about £2.50 or something. It's very cheap, okay. And there's also Call of Olympus. So that's what you can do. So those are the other options, okay. But I'm not going to pick those. How do I go back? I said, well, I didn't think of that. How do I go back? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just for a laugh. Let's do Shogun, because we haven't done Shogun yet. Let's do this on normal, and we'll pick the first one that comes up. All right, and then what we'll do is I'll whip back to the Dire Island, not Dire, Deadlands in a minute. All right, so these are the other options you can do. There's about 4 ways you can play this game, each with different aspects to it. So things are slightly different. Okay, so the king will try it. So I'll just show you this beginning of the Shogun, which is kind of Japanese style. Okay, So you see a slightly different take, isn't it? Okay, so you know, I could go this way, but I don't think it wants me to. Okay, so this is, you'll hear Chinese music in the background, hail to China, and you know, it'll guide you along this little spirit. See, there's always little, even the spirit thing is slightly different. So look, it's kingdom with 2 crowns on. What that means is you can have up to 2 people playing this. And so, and if one of you loses the crown, well, the other one can carry on and maybe pick up your crown and give you yours back. See, so it's like a co-op thing. Okay, so that's why it's Kingdom 2 crowns, because there's 2 ways of playing it now. You can play it normally, or you could have a friend coming along and it just split screen. You know, you get the top half and they get the bottom half. All right, so you know, the trees are different, the background is different. Even the money is different, so it's a slightly different take. So, okay, and then the first task is to, you know, stick a wall up at them. But this is our little helper, which tells us the start of the game. It says start here. So put in 3 coins, press and hold it, okay, and then it does the basic builder and the basic archer. Okay, then it says throw coins to recruit. Okay, so we tap it. You just tap it, you see. Press and hold if you want to put the coins into something like archery, right? And then it says stand here. Archers defend the walls and hunt for crowns. Hold to buy a bow. Alright, so you press it and hold. Okay, and they will look for coins. Okay, sorry. Yeah, after my parents is you the best. Oh, thank you very much, Thanos. Very kind of you. Thank you, Thanos. You're a blessing to this world, you really are. And I hope you find everything you dream of. Right, workers build walls. So now we've got to build a worker. I know what you're saying, you ain't got many coins left, right, have you? So he will go off shooting and picking up coins for you, which is your main thing for the economy. And then we follow this lovely little thing here. So this is the basic tutorial. You get us on every single one. You will have the same thing. And it says you've got to keep the greed out at night. Hold to build a wall. So press and hold. Build a wall. Alright? Okay, wait for the worker to finish building. In the original game, it didn't have wait for the worker to finish building. So you didn't quite know what to do. Okay? And then we see if we can go back to the other game. Okay, so, and then it says stand here. To expand, you must clear the land, but it costs you more than just coins. Okay, so the reason why it says that is because if there's a camp there and that's the last tree before the camp and there's a tree afterwards, if you get any of those trees before or after or both, the camp will disappear. So be careful that you don't make something disappear that you don't want to. So I'll give you examples. Camps. Don't remove the trees, the last tree is covered. You can remove anything before. Finish the other game. Okay, I'll finish the other game, Thanos. I just want to show you this. So it says clear the land. Okay, and then it says improve your camp, wait for a worker to finish chopping. Because he's busy coming over. And he's got a different outfit. He's got a Chinese outfit on. You want me to face death in the Island 5, don't you? Okay, and he gets 3 coins from there. See, so the idea is to expand, and then it says stand here to hire another one. You see? And another one. So once you see, so it's giving you a basic outrun. So as I say, don't kill the trees. Leave this last one here. Okay? I don't know what I'm pointing. So leave that one and leave that one, but don't leave the rest. Now, this is something that is another thing. Yeah, it won't let me go. But see that thing there? That's where the man who comes along and drops you money every day. Don't move the trees either side of him. Anyway, we've got to rush back because our little spirit lady is probably the Chinese spirit. And it says stand here and you need another bow, because obviously you need somebody each side of the wall. Because what they do, they go one side and then the next one goes the other side. So they do it alternately. Alright, so now you've done that, it leaves you to do the rest of the game. Alright, so what we do is it's saving it now. So what we do is we're going to do this. We're going to go to campaign. We're going to go back to here. which should be the game we were last playing. If it's not, we're in big trouble. Right, okay, it has. I think it has worked. Although that may look different to you. Right, so what has happened? So this is our normal game that we were playing yesterday. Okay, so if we look at our map, okay, what I want to tell you is, you know, you're going to be shocked by this. You know, we left it a very precarious situation where there was a good chance of us dying. We had a vicious couple of attacks due to taking out 2 portals. Okay, we're down to 3 now. It started off as 7, so we ain't done bad. Alright, I didn't survive. So after the stream, I thought I'd just see if I can survive another wave and see if I could just get ready for next time. Unfortunately, I got attacked from both sides and there was no defences. I did die. So I picked a new ruler. So what you do is you pick a new ruler, but the stuff that you've already done on the previous island is still there, and this island is still there. So it all preserves it. You just start as a new person. Okay, that's how many days you've been here. That's the old queen at the top. All right, or that might be the new one, but that's the old one. That's the new one. Whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, so what we do is we go back, and we're back on Island 5 now. If you're wondering what happened to the other, I've got just a little fill-in. Right, so what I did, I went back to Island 1. So when I died this time, I went back to Island 1. I upgraded everything. Because I had so many going there, I updated everything. And I also got that horse object. And I reactivated the archery boost. Okay, if you don't do that, then in the current game, you know, the Island 5 one, you don't get the arrow boost, which means they're not very accurate. So when they fire, instead of being, you know, hitting them every time, they'll be missing half the time. So I thought I'd redo those. Then I went to this next one and did the same thing. Upgraded everything to the max, including the stronger soldier. Okay, and managed to unlock the farming again. So again, you got to re-unlock it. So if you die and you do a new kingdom ruler, you have to reactivate the previous island's upgrades, like the wall upgrade. Okay, and then I unlock the beastie up there as well. Made sure all the lighthouses were up to scratch, and I got the spider. Okay, now we're on here, and there are that on the right hand side of the island. You'll see it's got a man holding up a sword. That is the swordsman upgrade, which will make you much more deadly for the soldiers. Okay, so they'll be much more efficient. The other one is a man, the other one's another creature. Alright, so now we are back with a force of a completely full boat of the maximum progressed soldiers. Okay, so now we have the superior soldiers. Okay, so all we've got to do now is withstand the attacks. Well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to buff up these to the absolute maximum, because we still got horrendous idiots trying to destroy us. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do is immediately I'm going to attack the other side. Maybe. So I know this is stupid to attack as soon as we get here, but it's the only way to make it possible. Plus we're going to do some more of these. Alright, so we've got lots of soldiers. Okay. Alright, and then I want to see if we can get here. Now this could go badly, of course. That's the only thing, is I left it a little bit late now. But it's not a blood moon. Oh, I hope that's the daytime. So I'm going to send 4 to that area. Plus, no, I won't do that. So all I'll do is hope these guys here don't get us into serious trouble. They've all been buffed up as well. So what I'm going to do is, while they're doing that, I want to just see if I can grab a little bit of money. Alright, like this. Just so I've got a little bit of something to, you know, grass on. I'm going to do this one as well, because we need that, as many archers there as possible. We're going to do a builder. So I know this is leaving them in the lurch. But I'm hoping we're going to pick up a few coins and then I'll pop back as fast as I can. Now, why am I on a different creature? That's because this creature is faster than the old one, and he has a special thing for so that we can get more coins. Okay, so that's why I've done that. Alright, now what we're going to do is we'll try and catch up. So he can go a lot faster. Not terrifically faster, but it's something. Alright, and I'll try and catch up with the the idiots back there. Now you notice now it's not winter, because when you come back the second time it's not winter. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're quickly going to catch up with our troops. Oh yeah, I've got the wrong skill. Yeah, I didn't think of that. This one's got the wrong skill. I changed to the wrong skill. I had a look through to see what the other skills were at that statue. You know we got that bat thing, but we haven't got the bat thing anymore. Which is a little bit, but what we can do is, we stand here by the deer, we make it our friend. So therefore he'll follow me back to the camp and then they'll slaughter it. So I thought that'd be quite a good thing to do. It's a good way of getting additional funds, which is what we're short of. Okay, all we've got to do is hope they get there in time before any kind of blood moon comes along, which it looks like it might be coming along. It's trouble, you never quite know. I suppose you could count the days, that's one way of doing it. So let's see if we can get there in time and save our poor soldiers, because every time we kill one of these, at least it it makes it less likely we're going to attack by strong forces. Okay, so we managed to do it. Alright, if we look at our island, so you can just flick to the left and go down like that. Okay, there's now only 2 left. So that means there's probably one more on the end of there, which would be the end pier, okay? And then the right hand one is the cave, okay? So all we'll do now is gently get these back, because some kind of blue moon might, So I'm going to get back quick. And also, if I can, I'm going to change to the Mr. Batty as well, because the bat will help us fly past. Because look, we're out of energy now. So we're going to eat some grass quickly because we haven't got a lot of time. There's going to be a blood moon and it all could go wrong. So to see the text, it's better to have the text up. That seems to be what's happening. I'll just drop a couple there. Just do a couple. Because yeah, Archer is a good thing. Now hopefully we can get a few funds. I must admit the performance on this is a little bit iffy, isn't it, on the PlayStation? But it's not quite up to it, is it? Well, what we're going to do is we survive this particular battle, and by the time the enormous attack comes, now I'm going to take the precaution of getting this. But there are different types. There's a torch. This is a bit of a waste really, isn't it? Oh, we haven't got the bat thing. Oh, hang on. If I do this one, I think we get a bat. Yeah, there we go. See, I'll prefer the bat. Because it's a quick getaway if we're in trouble. Oh, look at this. Okay. So, obviously, they're going to attack soon. Alright. So, all we'll do is hope we can upgrade this tower first. If I got a certain person... Oh, also, I also brought all the guys with me as well. But if you could kill those, otherwise they'll pluck you off the thing. Yeah, they kind of carry stuff away, but... Yeah, so the flyers are a real headache. So, we've... The master race have arrived now. It's a little bit puzzling. Okay, so, yeah, this still could go badly, of course. Which it seems to be. So I think it's because I've left it too long. What I should have done is gone back to the other island a lot earlier. But when I came back, there wasn't so many of the enemies. So I think that's where I went slightly wrong in my editing. If you could just destroy that, would be wonderful. But, I've got my guys here, right? If I can buck them up, I can. Oh, I might have lost the coins there. Okay, alright, hold them off, lads, hold them off. So let's hope for us yet. Just got to hold them off a little bit longer. Just knock his hat off, will be alright. So I know what it's saying, it's death, destruction, you'll never survive it, and we may have to go back to it next time. Oh, there we are, see, we managed to do it. Oh no, we haven't, there's still one left. It's tough stuff, this, isn't it? Tough stuff to watch, isn't it? These guys with the hat, it's something they added. I don't know why they did that, that was kind of stupid, really. I'd say that was bad news territory. But if they could just knock his hat off, we'd be in business. They're not really knocking hats off here, are they? Let me get a couple of archers. It's probably too late for the archers. I'd pick that coin up if I could. Oh, just keep piling it on them. There you go, there you go. There you go. Alright, so, you know, I know what you're saying, and it looks like bad news. It is bad news. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But we have stronger forces now, so, and I'm very tempted to do the bombmobile, which is what I call it, the bombmobile. Right, see this little man here? He can give you a significant advantage. Hello, Pepper Pictures. How are you? Let me just pause that a minute. Hello, Pepper. Pepper, how are you? I mean, you're getting along great, are you? Pepper Pictures. Pepper Pictures. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll do it on a Sunday. I just felt like doing something. I just finished editing the other Kingdom 2 Crowns one. All right, so I finished doing that now. I do a bit of editing, cut out the blue screens. So, all right, and so I hope you're all right, Pepper and Thanos. Thanks for coming in. All right, so we managed to survive the onslaught. I know it looks bad. It is, and it is really bad, but we got deer now that we can get slaughtered. That's the good news. The bad news is we want to get rid of the portals on the very end there. If we can do that, we'll be okay. Right, we've been slowed down now because he's out of breath, so what we'll do is we'll cascade merrily back to the planet. And I know what it's saying, it's a little bit dark at night, isn't it? Right, then we'll see if there's any, there's any coins here. So, but you've got more deadly soldiers now, and all we got to do is find the all we have to do is find the upgrade. Now if I do this and take them over to one of these walls, it will upgrade the walls again. I know it's like ice cream, isn't it? I may be going on about the ice cream a little bit too much, but what I could do is upgrade that so that we can withstand these terrible attacks from the flyers. I don't think I'm going to hire that person. Right, he's telling me, he's telling me, you know, with that person you have, it's a good idea to use him. But we need farmers, so, you know, I think I left it too late to do so. Yes, I'll do it later. See, the thing we've got to stand with most is the cave. You know, this side is just one portal left. Okay? So it's all about surviving this right hand side. The left side is, you know, it's still a bit of a problem. But you know, we need more problems. So we need more funds at the moment. So we just got to let these little guys will be destroyed. And bring the, you know, so look, we can seduce the deer. All right. And then we'll, you know, we can get a selection of these. We get 3 for every one. So I thought this would be a good reserve backup. I'm using mods in Fallout 4 to play as Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. What a wonderful idea that is, Pepper. I might have to do Fallout 4. I'll tell you what. I don't think Ghost will be watching, but if he is watching sneakily in the background, you know, which would be really nice if he was, but it's unlikely. I tried to do Skyrim today. Unfortunately, it's on the PlayStation 5. I haven't got that save game, so I couldn't transfer it over, so therefore it wouldn't let me play it. So I was going to do Skyrim today. I just want to see if we could play something on it, even if it was a vanilla character, and do a few hours of just having fun with Skyrim, maybe on vanilla or something. Alright, so I thought that, but unfortunately it didn't come to pass, as it says in the Bible. See, watch them slaughter the poor little. I brought them to the slaughter. See, we've got a little additional funds now due to the terrible slaughter of those innocent creatures. We also we came back as Saruman. I meant to come back as Saruman, so he's now Saruman. So I know that instantly. If Ghost is watching, which is highly unlikely, he's probably switched off now because he heard the word Saruman, which for some reason he finds just deeply offensive. On second thoughts, I can see why. So all we got to do is withstand the attack. What my plan is to get rid of the final one there, so we can send all our forces to the right hand side and get a bomb and destroy them once and for all. In which case we triumph, and they will reward us with a few diamonds so we can go back and get some other things. All we do is get past this destructive thing, but it's not, you know, blood moon. So we're in with a slight chance, although it's highly, you know, very slim. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to send them to that last one and hope they get there in time. See, look, I'm going to send all my forces here, alright? Because not only have I got the ones that I brought over on the boat, I've also got the ones that were you know, already here. So we've got a double whammy. It's part of my double whammy series. Alright, and let's see if we can make it. If we survive this, it'd be a bloody miracle. And before I do that though, now he is slightly quicker, this one, at, you know, running away, which is what I'm very good at. So I'm just going to see if I can pick up any additional funds from anybody, even if it's, yeah, you see these guys, I can't remember what all the guys do, but some of them, you know, do something that attracts the slaves, sorry, not the slaves, the peasants, and you know, attracts them so that they'll walk all the way to our home without us having to do anything. We don't have to go and grab them and give them coins. We still got to give them coins. So I thought that was a good thing to do. Right, I know what you're saying, we're leaving the others behind. You're absolutely right. So let's get there as fast as possible, because they could be being slaughtered right this minute. Alright, we're going to eat some grass. Okay, then we're going to thrust gently. Has been very greedy recently. Yeah, they're all very greedy lately. That's because they're a bunch of greedy people. The people that run this world are greedy people who thrive on greed, and they're not interested in anything else, not interested in your health, they're not interested in what you eat or anything like that. All they care about is filling their pockets with huge sums of money so they can live a life of luxury, basically, and avoid tax. Which I think is absolute terrible entitlement. And we owe our entire future to these people, which is the depressing part of it. Anyway, let's be cheerful, shall we? So another one I'm going to lead to the slaughter. They seem to be immune to the greed. That's because they're only interested in money and they're not interested in the poor animals. A bit like real life, really. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that one. Oh dear, I've opened the diamonds. Well, what we'll do is we're going to drop them all, okay? Drop every single one. Alright, pick up the diamonds. Alright, so they are on the bottom of the sack. So they're the last things that drop out of your Nicaragua. Right, and then we're going to destroy this portal. In fact, there's this portal and another end portal, probably. So we've got to support these with our new found friends, which are the strong soldiers. So we should destroy this much easier. I did hear from look how strong, look how that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to the end and see if there's an upgrade here and train these to follow me back to the slaughter. Takes a while, you know, it's about 1 to about 8 seconds to... Right, see there's the end portal, okay, end portal. Alright, so all we'll do is destroy that and then we won't have to worry about that particular area. First, then we're going to do a run for it, When he gets out of breath, we'll fly to Batman. So really, we've only got one lot coming from there, but most of it is coming from the right. So we've got a, we could, you know, could take a bomb to the right and actually totally trustigate it. And then we'll be flying. So there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I was going to add something there, but I couldn't think. Right, what's this? Ah! Now this could be the soldier upgrade, which will give us a massive advantage. Not really sure. Yes, yes, you see he's got a sword up in the air. Did you see that? It's a bit dark, I know. First of all, we'll seduce these, bring them back to the slaughter. So, you know, you've got to be ruthless on here. See, we could also get the little man from there. I know what you're saying, you're spending a lot of points, don't worry. We should get less enemies now. Right, okay, I'm out of breath here, but there's some grass. So I thought I'd go to this one, because I went through and cycled through, because, you know, I've got a bike. Right, then I'm going to pop these in here to keep them safe. Okay, so when you get this, you can pop it in there, keep them safe. Right, and then we'll lead the lambs to the slaughter, and we're going to upgrade that tower as fast as possible. So all we need now is funds. That's because they're fun. Alright, that's it. Slam it in there, guys. Slam it in there. There we go. Alright, now, the attack is happening soon. We've got to do a survival blood moon. Oh god! Yeah, this thing, it actually runs really fast and grabs your crown, so you got to destroy that. That is the kind of, the real sneaky addition that they added. Was a thing that leaps over the wall, grabs your thing, and before you know it, it's taking your crown and it's the end of the game. So, you know, very sneaky on them to do that one. So as soon as you see that jumping, they run for it, because you don't want them to catch up, because you pinch your crown and run off with it. And if he runs off with it, you've had it, basically. Right, I'm going to get some archers to defend this area, because our life could depend on it. I just had to destroy my soldiers, which I'm a little bit worried about. So we're going to plant him up a little bit. We're going to beef him up a bit so he can, you know, cut him down, you! Oh, crikey, what's... Oh, don't kill everyone. I know what you're saying is all up in back. No, I don't think, I disagree. If we can get the bomb, we can take the bomb to that cave, destroy them once and for all, and then there'll only be a little one on the left hand side. So that's my plan. I know what you're saying is a ridiculous plan, and there's some evidence of that. I should have done things a lot sooner before they got upgraded too far. That's where I went wrong. I should have gone back to the honest earlier and did things quicker. Right, that's the terrible mistake on me, but don't worry, they'll be dead in a minute. Move on. Yeah, they're making short work of that wall, aren't they? But we've still got a bunch load here of superior soldiers. I'm going to try and buff them up a bit. Which those soldiers, you know, neatly brought down there. Well done, soldiers. You see, they're coping. All we've got to do is get rid of that one with the large hat on. Yes, hats off. Right, we're in with a chance now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. You see, everything's peaceful now. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm immediately... No, I won't. Alright, so I bet you all think that's the end. We're going to get all these back. We're going to get some farmers. And hope we got enough coins to continue. So I know it's looking bad. I made a huge mistake by letting this get too far too soon. Crap. Sorry. It's Excuse my language. Still seem to be getting worse. I blame the Labour Party. But let's keep politics out of it. Otherwise, Jess will turn off. Jess wasn't. She turned this off. She doesn't like politics at all. I'm not keen on it myself. Anybody like politics? No, let's not talk about politics. Right, okay, he's nice and refreshed there. So, should I send my lambs to the slaughter to the left? Which probably, you know, what I want to do really is upgrade these walls to the absolute max, so that, in fact, I'm very tempted to extend it because we want the top upgrade so that we can actually craft these soldiers. Trouble is, I haven't got very much in the way, so that's why we got the fire out, but we hasn't. Oh, I think it's because we're not wide enough. So I know what he's saying. Things look pretty bad, but they'll soon plant some stuff. If I could just fill this bag up, so I can rebuild these walls, we'll be in business now. Has he got anything for me? Not a cent. So if these don't hurry up and grow this stuff, we won't be able to build our walls, which could give us a you know, very tiny disadvantage. I don't know why they didn't just go in the hut. There you go. For some reason they seem to favour this one. That's the huge cave door opening. Okay, I'm a little bit worried now, due to the tremendous size of all that. I'll tell you what, since there's nobody archers on there, we better do this one, because that's our, you know, our strongest dent. Right, I've just wanted a couple of coins. A couple of coins all in it. I know it's desperate. Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Anybody like America? At least I think it's America, and I could be totally wrong. Oh dear. Blood moon's coming as well. So yeah, I need to get up to upgrade these walls. But yeah, I think we're running out of time, but we're slowly getting rid of portals, so in the end we should be victorious. Although it may you know, may cost us another couple of walls or something. Right, we seem to have walls this side, so we're actually doing okay here. Well, that didn't account for a lot. Right, so let's try and build the second wall. Because they're going to get us hot, and I know what you're saying, they got through all the defences, right? Yeah, that's very true. So I'll just see if I can do these as well. I know it says there's nobody in those things. I know it. Oh dear, I shouldn't have done that because I did that at the wrong time of day. I don't know why it switches to that. Yeah, there's a bit of a lost cause. Although I think that's the next day, so we actually might be alright. Because it always gives you a warning that the next full day, that will be when the next one is. So if only they could finish these wall upgrades by the next day. They still slaughter us, but I'm hoping to get a few coins because these old farmers could get off their butts for just a few minutes. I don't know why they go all the way over there. Although it's probably because they seem to be all popping into this hut for some reason. I seem to be very short on archers, don't I? Yeah, there's some truth in that. Yeah, so a little bit of a problem we have now, because time is worked against us, unfortunately. I'll tell you, I'm just going to pause a minute. Oh, it's daytime. Everything's okay. Let's have a cup of tea. Thanos, I was going to play Skyrim today, but because my PS5 HDMI socket has broken, I can't output to the TV, so therefore I won't be able to see what's going on. So that will make it really difficult for me to see, because I have to like look at it on a small phone, which probably wouldn't work. And so yeah, it means I can't do anything that's on PlayStation 5. So that includes Avowed, practically every game I have, bar this one, and a few others like God of War. So severe limitations across the board, really. I've got some nuts there, I'll have those later. Right, okay. Jeez, so with a bit of luck. Yeah, we definitely need some farming done here. And they seem rather reluctant, don't they, to go out and farm. Well, I need enough to be able to build a bomb. That's all I need to do, and then we can destroy them. Although all my soldiers might have just died. I know it sounds desperate, but it's because I left it too late. It's my mistake. But don't worry, we can go back to Island 1, fill up with a complete new burst of soldiers, come back with a bag full of coins, and we can repair it all again. So it's not as bad as you all think. Although I must say it probably is. I mean, we've got a few coins. These haven't got anything. You... No, don't swear, Ray. I wasn't going to. You were thinking about it. Oh, I might have been. Yeah, I might have been. Yeah, I'll get there in a minute. I need to, you know, rebuild these walls that are falling apart as we speak. Right, okay. Yeah, I could do with some archery people as well, because we haven't got any. So I'm kind of slightly worried. Is there a wall that needs built? I've got a wall there. So I've seen people on walls on there. But I don't think I'll do the soldiers. I think it could be a waste of time. And all I need is a few more coins to get the bomb out and ruin me to shout. Ah! Well, that was a waste of flipping coin. This man gives us special properties, which means, you know, we can pick up things. Come on, give me another cop. Thank you. Anybody else? Probably stupid doing that. Let's see if we got any deer. Deer. So that's why I thought swapping to this one might be better off, because, you know, a few deer led to the slaughter could help, couldn't it? I'm not sure if this thing can eat in the middle of the jungle, because some creatures can actually eat even when there's no grass. I can't remember which ones it is. Yeah, they just like, feed off of insects. Or other creatures. So all I'll do is get enough to do the bomb, and then have a few spare to ignite the bomb, and then we will stop that destruction from the right outside, and we will be victorious. But it all depends if that happens quick enough for us to enable it to happen. Because I need those farmers badly. They seem to be out of archers more than anything, which could be a problem since they ain't got any. And they seem to be giving us very little in the way of farming stuff. Really? Have you really got nothing? Thank you! Don't get led to the slaughter, will you? Right, so here they are. Let's lead these to the slaughter, shall we? But I may need some archers. They could be the key to success. So I'll do as many as I can possibly do, and see if I can get another couple, because this is the only thing that will save us from the ravenous beasties from ammonia. First thing I can think of. Right, oh, we survived. Blessed be the saints victorious. Look at that, we even got a bonus from the superior forces. Right, okay, so what I would say now is, can we get enough to do a bomb and have a little bit left over? If we could do that, there's a chance we're going to win. Let me see how many we have. Yes! The only thing is, I don't know if we got enough soldiers. So that could be a huge disadvantage. The trouble is, he's going to follow me now, and if I go outside the wall, he will stay outside the wall and we'll lose the bomb. So I've got to not go outside the wall, which is pretty bit, you know, if I can get to the farm and back again I would, but the trouble is, see, he's going to follow me wherever I go. He won't go that way, you know, he knows the cave is that way. So I need enough fighters and enough funds coming in to, you know, do the bow. So I could do with some archery upgrades, you know, quickly. That's it, that's helping. So you need to get to work fast, guys. Alright, I need a boatload of these and some soldiers. Alright, we have got some soldiers. I'm going to splatter them all on there. And trouble is, I might have left myself short on hiring. So there's a load of soldiers here. We could send the whole lot to there. Oh, don't tell me I've lost that as well. That's the guy to do the building. Oh dear. Let me just run out there quick in a minute, just so I can get that and come back. He's going to go outside. Well, if we lose the bomb, we lose the bomb. Stuff it. We've got to get all this. We've got to get all these coins. Alright, and then we'll go back again. Right, we're going to do that. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I was kind of stupid. Right, yeah, the bomb is... So, yeah, I don't really think it through, son. You bow to him. I bow to you, my king. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a sort of a king, aren't I? Oh, was it the wrong time of day? Oh, dear. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think I've gotten a pot lately. Normally I like pots. Just sort of throw that on in just to be a bit potty. Now there should be a man upgrade, but I haven't enacted the man upgrade yet. Yeah, so come on, load of soldiers, come on. So we're going to spend a lot on here now. The bomb is probably going to be short. All those hopes is one of those days where they're not going to turn up. I know what I said, I'm playing this all wrong. Yeah, there's an element of that. Yeah, see, obviously. Now, I wish these farmers would flipping hurry up. They're the slowest farmers I've ever seen. Although, good credit to them, they did actually. Yeah, go to the centre of the town and disappear, will you? This is where the spider would come in handy, because I could throw down these web things and that will slow them down and stop them so that they can't bash against the wall, giving us a fair chance of totally destroying them. Well done. Oh, luckily we survived that. Alright, so all I've got to do is reenact the bomb. The bomb I've lost, yeah, alright, that was a waste of time. So yeah, sometimes, you know, the old brain lets me down. Sad renewal problem. So we've got to do plenty of these. Right, and then, can I possibly do a soldier? I want to do a bomb really, but it could be my soldiers have gone now. So we'll have to survive, so we just got to get past this last vicious attack. We just want one chance at doing the bomb. I can't put any hats on top of these to protect them. It's a real pain in the neck. I'm very tempted to fill up this boat again, but we haven't got a, you know, we'd have to rebuild it all over again. It's about 500 flipping coins. Right, more troops, more, see if we can get some more deer. So, yeah, you either have trees. See, I find it's always better to knock down the trees to get rabbits, because there's more rabbits than there are deer. So I tend to go down that route. it is a much better route. So although it's one at a time, you know, you do get more. What's this thing of run bit? It's stamina run a problem in games. It's like it's one of our greatest human strengths, although we're not human. That's probably their excuse, isn't it? Oh well, we're not. You know, it's just games. You know, slightly different. You know, we can get away with all kinds of rubbish just to slow you down. Don't appreciate it, guys. Really. Dare I do another one of these? Because we definitely want builders. Then we do more archers. The key to success. Right. Okay. So all I need now is enough to do a bomb. Because the bomb will, like, you know, replace everything else. It will like say, oh well, you know, nothing will. Well, hopefully nothing will get in our way. Well, we're going to use a bag full of coins now, and we can do the bomb. All right, bag full of coins. There they are. Beautiful. Right, okay, we're going for the bomb now. Although the night is coming, so that makes it rather precious. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Trouble is, I left it too late. Yeah. I could do with this being upgraded fast. I'm going to take a gamble on this. No, I can't take a gamble on this. That would be suicidal. Because that's going to take far too long. Or flong, as I like to call it. If I lose all these soldiers, that'd be desperately bad news. Right, we're going to eat some grass. I'm going to try and hire a few more archers. Well, at least you can see me slightly clearer, although not all that matters at all. Doesn't matter to me though. Right, so negative vibes then, really. But at least, you know, we've knocked out a few portals, so at least the overall numbers will be down. Oh, actually, I don't think we're getting an attack. Holy, right, okay. Okay, we're going for the bomb. Right, bomb, and we have spare coins. Right, okay, we're going for the bomb. Bomb, if we do this, we will be successful. Alright. All we gotta do is, see, we have some soldiers. We haven't got the really beefed up soldiers, but hey, we can't do it all. So I'm gonna do this too as a safeguard in case we fail. Alright, okay. Is the bomb on its way? Right, the bomb is on its way. Oh my god, it takes so flipping long to push the bloody thing. It's the end of the flipping day, but the end of the flipping day by the time we do it. See what I mean? The slowest bomb chuckler I've ever seen in my life. It's like ridiculously slow. They really are a bunch of idiots. As long as we just got the crappy lot now, and we don't get that blood moon stuff, you know, we have time to get there. But you know, trouble is they're ruining it. Right, got to leave a few spare. Okay, got to leave a few spare. Right, yeah, we can't. That's the trouble. You're always up against the clock. You invented clocks. I'm very tempted to do the boat, but I don't know what bothers sometimes. Please let it not be night time. Please, let's see if I can do this tower. Because at least that'll stop the flyers from ripping their heads off. Right, yeah, unfortunately we lost our big buff guys, but it's a little bit of a shame because I want to know why I can't. It doesn't seem to be letting us do the big soldiers. I should better upgrade this thing one more to the highest level, and I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Am I missing a wall or something? I don't have enough coins now. Have I lost my builders? Oh, they do. Oh god, yeah. So I'm always. It's. Oh, I tell you what, it's a cool game. This cool. Right, yeah, I'm out of these. So again, I'm going to run out of time because you know it looks like it's sort of sun's starting to turn red now. So it's like you're always up against the clock with this. The longer you hang out, I'm not trying to hang out, but the longer you take doing stuff, you know, the worse it is for you, which makes it really uninteresting. God, I hate this game. No, that's a complete lie. I love this game. But if I could send more than one, God, you're always out of flipping stamina. There's an absolute killer in games, isn't it? Whoever come up with this stamina thing is a real. I just want to. No offense. So yeah, we got to survive this attack and then immediately go for that. And you know, stupid builders. It's like a thorn in my backside. Pick up a flipping hammer, will you? Make it more hammers. Get to work. That's it. Okay, well, please, before the moon goes down, please, there's a blood moon coming. We've got to get this bomb there before the blood moon starts, otherwise they'll rip our heads off before we even get there. Right, okay. Off we go. Right, but see, because he hasn't built a bloody wall, we can't attack now. So that's really given me some kind of semblance of deep joy and satisfaction here. Right, okay, I'm going to drop some stuff. I mean, God, this is mind-grating, irritating, isn't it? Come on! It's going to be too late in a minute. Vicious... You vicious, irritating squad members! How long is it taking you to build the bloody thing? Whoever designed this, they designed it to be excruciating. Don't you love developers finding new ways to make it exceedingly hard? You know, just trying to toy with your brain so much so that you just want to rip your head off. I mean, that's how I feel. But at least we've got a couple of hats on them now. But while we're waiting, might as well do this because this is going to be our only source of blood. May as well put a flipping hat on our head now. No, on there. May as well do that, because at least that'll have a hat on his head. Anything to get rid of the coins. Oh, the builders will take forever to get there. I'm going to do another one. Right, come on. We got everything ready for the attack, and we can bloody do it. So that's the bomb wasted again. Vicious! Right, so I'm going to see if I can just get some of the last remaining coins, because they're all going to be dead in a minute. I could try it with just these and just see if we can get through it. But we'll never get there alive. See, in the old game, if you came back again, if you came back like this, they go back behind the wall and they retreat and go back inside the walls. But they don't seem to want to do that anymore. Might be because it's might be because they just don't fancy it. Oh dear. I don't know what to do, to be honest. We've got to survive and attack. So we've got to survive this attack, which shouldn't be too bad, because we've got quite a few funds now. So I could drop these coins, for instance. Okay, so I can still purchase another bomb. Alright. Yeah, I'll tell you, sometimes when this thing's very close together like that, it won't make it go and get it. But it might be because we don't need to, because we've got the bomb there. So actually, we might take a gamble here. It seems like I'm not a long shot. Well, first of all, I'm going to upgrade this one. So we're absolutely, you know, as many men. Alright, and we're going to, hopefully the bomb's still there. If it's still there, we'll have half a chance. Alright, come on then, lads. We haven't got the lovely blue soldiers, but we're going to top them up first of all. Because we might be able to do it with this. It's unlikely though. So we just make sure we buff them all up. They like to go backwards if you go back. Right, we're also going to do this so we can teleport quickly if we get a chance. Right, it's a long walk, and by the time we get there it could be night time. If I can do the soldier upgrade, I will. Did I do a soldier upgrade? Anybody know? But yeah, it's such a slow bloody walk. It's alright. Yeah, I was going to play Skyrim, fell flat on its face, didn't it? I could play the PlayStation 4 Skyrim, but I don't think it's going to have the mods that I've got on. So it'll probably try and do my save from the PlayStation thing, go back, and then when it goes back again, it'll probably go back to, it'd be like, it's reversed to the PS4 version, so I'm a little bit afraid of doing it. Some of them, they take a lot of convincing, those deer. They don't seem to want to be slaughtered. Oh, come on, I ain't got all day, so I haven't got my superior soldiers, so it could be a little bit tricky, but there's still a possibility that it could happen. If it wants a bloody far to walk. Right. Let's have a nice relaxing eat. Out there, I bet you're wondering, what is that? I'm not down there. I'm going to drop all these. Oh my god, you're kidding me. They're already attacking. Alright, that's bad news. Right, so I haven't lost anything. Good, at least they're doing it. Right, okay. Oh, we're near the cat. Oh, good, we're nearly there. Right, we've got plenty of coins. We've got some diamonds. I'm going to just drop this a minute. I want to make sure the diamonds are at the bottom. Although they don't. Trouble is, you've got like go all the long way here to go all the way bloody back, and then you've got to pick them. It's like. It's a senseless waste of human life, really. Right. Right, come with me, Centurions. Right, come on. That's it, you go there, you go there, right. Can I not detonate the bomb? Right, okay, here we go. If we're just successful, because we haven't got the strongest soldiers, this will destroy them once and for all from that there. We've only got one portal to worry about, which is a crappy one. So all we've got to do is hope these guys are strong enough. If we lose any intelligence, we've got to quickly top it up with 2 coins. But that's the best thing for intelligence, is to give them money. I'm surprised what they can think of once you give them money. Sorry, just spat a couple of nuts out. Right, okay, I know what you're thinking. Things spewing out loads of... This is a breeding chamber. Alright, so far they're holding up well, they haven't lost a coin. That's a rip them to shreds, guys. We're in with a chance. What do you think? How we came from the... Alright, it's Saruman this time. I know he's not your most popular leader, but I thought he's been quite sensible on this run. I think they hack away at me. Vicious thing. Oh, crikey, come on, lost a bit there. Right, okay, now I'm going to have to give them a little buff up. There we go, reinforcement job. There you go. They can reverse, if you're, a little bit scared. Right, so those are like, they don't mean anything to them. Those are guys with hats on. stone hats, bronze hats, you know. Right, so far it's all looking good. Now this one might be the surprise one with the deadly effect. I'm hoping it's not this one with the deadly effect. One of these things has a horrible surprise for us. Buff them up, buff them up. Right, there you go. Now once we get to the one which is not a huge bulbous thing spawning at us, it just comes out of the side like that, then we're in with a chance. I just hope we haven't got this horrible thing that happens. I can't remember if it's on Deadlands or the normal one. Now, see these are not a problem at all. It's only the guys with helmets. So I'm just proving that you don't need the ultimate soldier to do it. Alright, see now you'll notice this thing is lighting up. Okay, we've got to run for it because we've lit the blue touch paper. You've got to get out of here as fast as you can, because if you don't make it, you may not make it. So if I run out of stamina, I'm going to do my Batmobile. Alright, so they give me just enough to kind of get out. So I'm going to do the Batmobile quick. Alright, we've got to get out before that there you are. We've earned a trophy. You've sealed your reign. The monarch has secured the kingdom. I bet on the last video you thought, Ray, you got no chance. Right, we had 3 reigns. Okay? So you got to try and do it in one reign, which I'll tell you is really difficult. Hello, Jeffrey Giordano. Jeffrey Giordano, hello. Sorry I'm doing it on a Sunday, but I thought, you know, I've got bad news. I may not be able to do Crimson Desert or the other. It's not finished, is it? So that's all the people that did it. So well done, lads. Thank you, Thanos. To see, even in the depths of despair, we can come back. I know it. I know we had 3 reigns. A woman. I don't know who the other one was. And finally, Saruman was the final tactic. Right, now we'll press this. Does that mean it's finished? I don't know what happens here. Does that finish it or? Ah, right. Oh, it carries on. So you can carry on after you've done it. All right, because we haven't finished yet. All right, so you know, although the soldiers didn't make it there, look, we also gained a little man to take home. It's a little Easter present. Eat many foods and become fat. Well, I don't want to recommend that people get fat, because if you get overweight, it causes all kinds of health problems. So I don't want anybody to follow that advice, because you know you got to eat sensibly, and the older you get, the more sensible you got to be. You know, because a lot of stuff you buy in shops now is completely worthless. Did you know that a lot of tea brands, most of the supermarket brands, are made from dust? I know that's a shocker, isn't it? It's made from dust. So the actual, you know, little bits inside the tea bag. You're obese, sorry. That's all right. Well, okay. Well, best to, if you just reduce on fatty foods, you will lose weight. Go to lean meat. You know, reduce your cow's milk intake. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. Although I don't want to give health advice, but because I thought Greece had a very good kind of lifestyle where they kind of eat all the right foods. So I've heard that, you know, the Greek style of life is the best style, really, because you know you got your head screwed on. Right, so we've almost been successful. So what I'm going to do is I bet you're wondering what is going to happen if I do this. Let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't quite make it. Alright, we didn't quite make it there. I didn't quite have enough coins. I'm just curious to see what it does, because I know there's one that builds up a bakery, so it attracts the civilians. I won't call them peasants. Alright, so you know, we don't want a bakery there. I mean, I'm not sure which one it does, but one of them does a bakery, one of them does an enormous battering ram or something. I don't know. Not quite sure. But she seems to want me to do it there, so I'll maybe do it here instead. I think I've got to do it on the... I'll tell you what, we'll do it on this one. Yeah. We'll do it on this one, and we'll see what it turns into. But it's either a bakery, a huge, like, crossbow thing that does a huge amounts of damage. So it'd be interesting to see. I think it's the bakery. Let's have a look and see what it is. Oh. It could be an enormous catapult. Oh, it's a soldier thing. Wow, isn't that... that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'll say it again, it's absolutely incredible. Oh, I won't do that yet, not now, not now. Right, okay, so all we've got to do is get rid of the last one. And we've got a load of like soldiers here that we can send a whole lot of them to there. Right, I'm gonna, some of these coins here I'm going to drop on the rich person. Where's the rich person that, you know, picks up his stuff? Just drop up with these a minute. Right, more farmers. I'll hire the idiots in a minute. Look at all this bunching. Now, I think victory is staring at us right now, aren't you, victory? Right, okay. The final one, and then we've defeated it on all on it. So I'll show you. I'll walk you through the process. It's a wonderful. Yeah. So you all thought I was dead and buried. I thought I was dead and buried, to be honest. All right, but let's go all the way back. All right, so I've got all the things on there. What I did when I went after last week, you know, where it was just before the entire thing crumbled and I died. Just after that, within 5 minutes, I was dead. So I went back to where I went and I decided to upgrade every one to their maximum up to level 4. So they had the maximum walls, the maximum upgrades, and any remaining things I could pick up. And then I went to the next one. Alright, and then tried to get this covered and managed to get a couple of things. Alright, because some I'd already unlocked them with diamonds, but I haven't put the money into it, you see. So we haven't quite got everything. And then I got this spider thing, which, you know, I would like to change to, really. And we got the soldier upgrade, which is why they were extra, you know, even though they weren't the superior soldiers, they still had enough of an advantage because they had the soldier upgrade to succeed. So all we're going to do now is invade the final portal. It seems simple, doesn't it? Ready? So we're just going to make sure that we're not going to die, and then we'll immediately send them. And what I'll do is, in the process, I will also, so we can probably send up to 4 lots now. These are improved fighters. I can spend 5. I can do all 6. That's because I've got some that I brought over with me. So look, there's a couple of chunky beefy guys there. Those are my superior forces. See, the left hand side survived because the right hand side took all the stuff, really. And now I've got some spare coin, and this is the coup de grace. This is where we say goodbye, greed. So although it took me a few attempts, you know, it's still possible, even in the face of defeat twice, that you can come back and slaughter them. So that's why this game is better. It does give you a bit more of a chance, as opposed to the first one being really difficult right from the off. You know, well, it's not difficult. I won't say it's difficult. If you do the right things at the right time, then it's, you know, it's all about setting up an economy, as I say. And I know I'm going to repeat this, and you're going to accuse me of repeating over and over again. Can't help it. It must be the beans I'm eating. It's a sly bean joke there, dropped in. You can still come back from the face of adversity. I'm going to eat some nuts now, just to keep me warm. Who sent me them? To send some poor builder all the way out there. In the main hope we might make it. And we've got a long way to go here. Here, this is the see, look, there's a man with little wings on, there's a little sword or that. A bit like Aragorn, really. By the way, would you like to see Aragorn's sword? I know I've already shown it. Okay. Do you want to see Aragorn's sword? Well, okay. So you've got the camera working. There you are. You see what I mean? It just goes on and on, just like in the movie, see? So I've got Aragorn's sword. Thank you, Jess, for getting that for me. It's not a steel one, unfortunately. But that one cost about 400 quid, so I don't expect Jess to spend 400 quid on me. Just a couple of quid, that's all I want. But you know, I don't let my kids, you know, buy me. I don't want my kids to buy me anything too expensive because they got their own lives to lead, and I don't want them to suffer at my expense. You know, I'm doing okay. You know, I haven't got like a comfortable life, but you know, just a little bit spare, and I can afford to just survive on what I have because of, you know, I've got a nice house which is a nice cheap rent. Okay. Because I'm part of a housing association, so that's, you know, yeah, I'll wait, you know, about 3 years for that to come through. Now, of course, there's no chance because you know, everything's gone up since then, you know. Here we go. This is the last portal, which isn't very difficult. It's not as bad as the cave. With upgraded soldiers, all 6 lots of them. So even in the face of defeat, you can still win this game. But it may take you a couple of rounds. It won't take long to destroy these, I'll tell you that. What happens if I get close? Oh, that happens. So they will rain fire and destruction upon them, and pretty soon they'll fall apart. There you go. So because the cave was giving us all trouble, that's why I went for the cave first, because it's just a titchy bunch coming from that end. Whereas this lot were sending vast forces, including the horrible jumping thing which tries to steal your crown. So now we have completed the game. It just took us a few of the technology. All we've got to do now is do the lighthouse. We have safe passes, right? Because that's one journey. So if we go back, if we did that and say we died now, and then we went back to a previous island and came back, we wouldn't have to rebuild the boat. All we'd have to do is put a couple of coins in, and it's done straight away. In fact, the boat won't even crash because it has a lighthouse to guide them in. All right. If you go to the next one, it lasts, I think, a couple of times. If you go to the final upgrade, then it lasts indefinitely. Okay, so this proves that you can, even though, you know, it took another death, I must admit. It took a death to do it, but sometimes, and then all you do is try and remember how you got here, what kind of things you did, and then say, right, okay, that bit was probably a bit wrong. I waited too long on this island to go back for reinforcements. That was my mistake. So at some point in the future, I'll probably go back and try and do the dead land all over again, but more efficiently, so I get every one of the objects in the game and get all the diamonds and don't lose any. Alright? So you can do it, or you can just go for one of the other challenges. You know, you'll try going for the one that has more greed attacking right from the first island. That's particularly tough, that one. This man here, he has a blows a horn, and I think what it does is it sends reinforcements from, you know, from each side of the wall, all to one place, which can be quite handy. So we have actually beaten the game now. Okay. We've now defeated them on every island. We've saved the kingdom. Alright? All we've got to do is get that horse, get that lizard thing. I'll tell you what, we'll go to that and you'll want to see the spider in action. Because I should have got the spider, really. So we could finish off by just getting those last couple of things. Because we've got plenty of time. Would you like to see that? Or have you seen enough and you say, get off Ray, get out, that's enough. I don't think anybody watched me yesterday because apparently the FA Cup final was on. And usually I do watch the FA Cup final. But I don't know, I didn't think of it. I was too busy doing a stream. Which I didn't realise nobody was going to watch. Because of the fabulous footballing. But it was only 1-0. I mean, you'll watch all that match just for 1-0. I'm going to do a boat here. But it's going to take about 500 miles. It'll take a long time to do this bit, but I'm going to put it all in straight from the start. Continue eating nuts. I'm becoming a bit obsessed by these nuts. I used to laugh at a guy back in the 80s. Remember that one? When I was young, handsome, beautiful beard, right down to my navel. That's to tell a complete lie. I had a Noel Edmonds beard. Never heard of Noel Edmonds, okay. Well, if you're as old as I am, you'll know who Noel Edmonds is. It's complete prat. But it was quite entertaining. I don't know, just like, oh no, I think I based it actually on Cat Stevens. I'm a massive Cat Stevens fan, along with all the other bands around that time that were superior to every band today. That's because the music industry is completely taken over the whole thing, and you know, auto-tune, all that stuff. You know, there's not many original bands out there anymore. Basically, see, look now, look, we could upgrade to these. That's why they upgraded, because that's the soldier thing. Because each game looks slightly different in the different ones you play. Like Shogun, you know, that's Japanese. Norse, it's all like men with shields. So it's very. Oh yeah, I tell you, performance really stutters in this. Right, this is one of those tents that we knock down the tree, but you can revive it. Just that it costs more to hire them. If you do that, it's like, they're going to be dripping in money now. God, I've upgraded this to the max on everything now. So to finish off, let's do this. Or let's not finish off, let's carry on. So, you know, I can upgrade everything now to the possible maximum. So let's do that as a treat. Special treat. Right, that man's going to go and pinch that coin. I'll let him have that one. No one. There we are. Look at that, what a beautiful castle I built. So just the final insult, rub the salt into the wounds, is not only my defeat degree, but I'm going to max everything out. Just so I can show off, although I may run out of money now. But don't worry, I continue to hunt. There'll be a hunt now forever. They'll still come home every night because they're still scared that there's a possibility they might be resurrected by Saruman. In fact, you know, they all give you a... I'll tell you what they all do. They all do a new DLC where you can be the bad guy and be the greed. I'll tell you what, that's... Raw Fury, if you're listening, Fury Studios, if you're listening, why don't you do that? Why am I building a boat? What, just something to throw me coins at? Oh, sorry, I keep spitting out. Sorry, I keep spitting out nuts. Sorry, disgraceful. I ought to be struck off for bad eating. Well, the reason we building a boat, Thanos, is we can still go and visit the other islands and upgrade all their stuff. That's the beauty of it, you see. Although the game is... Yeah, you kind of finished it. Okay, you can still continue to upgrade stuff and do other stuff, which is Yeah, I think that would be, that's quite interesting, isn't it? But look at that, look how much that's upgraded now. It's got loads of archers there with a steel top. Okay, so that we'll never fear the flying guys again, but they did destroy our last monarch. So in that way, I feel deeply sorry for them. But sometimes success comes through failure. So we're going to do the boat and we'll pop back and I'll show you what I did on the other island, just to show off completely. Because, a good idea is to go to, say, Island 3. I'll show you my technique, although I don't always remember it. Is what you want to do is get the archer upgrade on the first island, okay? Then go to the second one and get the stone upgrade, which means you can upgrade your wooden fences to stone ones, okay? Alright, when you've done that, and especially if you have enough forces, okay, go to the next one and get the wall upgrade, okay, which makes your walls stronger as well. And then if you want, you can then decide, you can either go back and make the walls at the first and second one better, alright, which is probably a good recommendation, or go forward and get the highest upgrade for the wall, because once you build everything out on the end two parts of your wall to the maximum, it gives you the superior knight option. So they're the upgraded soldiers, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the boat so that we can still travel and carry on with the game and just finish off any upgrades you want to do. Because now when we come back with the boat, we won't have to rebuild this boat and put 50 coins in it or something. Because we have a lighthouse to guide us in, therefore we don't crash and have to build a new one. Alright, so it's simple mathematics applied with the abacus. Yeah, I'm just talking with you now mathematically. Only I'm true enough that mathematician will understand what I just said. Right, look at the way it glitches when the time goes. So that's 25. I don't know, is that 25? Or no, that's 115 days. Is that 115 days? Let's have a look, see what it says. So the first one only survived 24 days. That's because I think he went a mad dash and destroyed himself. Alright. I'm not quite sure what that means. It might mean each island is how long you've been on. I'm not really sure how it works. Well, that's quite clever. So yeah, I don't know if it makes any sense to be honest. Right, I just need a little bit more coinage. I gave you some money earlier. Any chance of a refund? No, okay. Oh, well, hang on, just tickled me. What do you think about this bonus one on a Sunday? I know I was just sat here vegetating, and I thought, why not give the fans an extra treat? Because I may have to play this game all week. because I haven't really got much else. I could try maybe the PS4 Skyrim, or the devoted Skyrim fans out there. There's only a couple. So I might have to do that, No, I don't hate the game at all. It's probably my favourite game, even though The Witcher's great and all that, and I'm having fun on Crimson Desert, apart from the lack of information sometimes. I think that's kind of something that's crept into gaming lately, isn't it? It's just a general lack of information and more complicated UIs. I don't know. Just go back to the simple stuff. Simple menus. If you want to do combat and add some few combos, and do it like so that it's press left button and then that gives me a different option on the combat. A bit like Dragon's Dogma. That did a very easy way of doing combat combinations. It even told you which ones of those buttons did that particular effect. So it tells you, gives you information. When you give people information, they can use that, so they don't have to like, oh, just remember. Oh, I wonder where. Oh, how do I do that? I've got to look in the menu to go and find out. It's not the kind of stuff we want. We want it just made a little bit easier. We don't want it to be like, oh, you know, oh, here's everything you ever need to know, and we'll tell you exactly what you got to do when. You know, we don't want that. We don't want our hands held, but we just want a little bit of excitement. So what we're going to do is take some of these. Shall I take some of these soldiers with me? So I'll ring the bell. So if you ring the bell, then I think you get a couple of builders, a couple of farmers, the swordsmen, the archers, and they fill up the whole boat. Okay, or if you don't really need the stuff from the previous one, you can just go back with an empty boat for just you. So you can, don't have to press the bell and take your whole army with you. But as soon as we're completely safe now, we don't have to worry about nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the spider. Because we have now done every island. We can bask in its glory. It's a shame I died there. My big mistake was I did things a little bit too late. I should have been a bit quicker at upgrading the walls especially, and I should have done the towers so that the flyers couldn't grab me off of them. That's where I made a big mistake. Alright. So I openly admit that. It hurt, mine. It hurt. Right. So let's go back in the boat. And we'll get the final upgrades that we've missed. Now we don't get all the diamonds. Unfortunately, I didn't get all. Now, I've still got some left. Oh, in that case, let's take those with us. So just drop everything so that these are near the bottom, okay? Alright, and then put these on the top. Alright, and then we'll drip those into there. Is a hermit still a hermit if this... I don't know why they showed part of it, they didn't show the rest of it. It seems a bit odd to me. Okay, so now we can choose what island we go to. Which is why this game is the superior and all the rest. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back. Oh, we got the spider. But let's go and get the spider and see what it does. And get that creature there. Now let's just see if we're missing a guy. There is a guy there. Each one brings a special gift. So we could go there and get that guy and then go to there. I'm going to go to here and get that guy because there's no danger from any of the islands now. This is why this game is so good. You can finally once and for all defeat the greed. Isn't this been one on that? Is the microphone coming out alright? Is it still loud? Oh, bloody... Oh, I didn't turn the quality down on there. Never mind. I'm just going to turn it down a bit. I should have done that. Never mind. Okay, right. I also didn't do all messages, so there may have been additional messages. So thank you to Jeffrey for coming in. Thank you to Thanos. And thank you to Pepper. So let me just see if the mic's still coming out loud. And thank you to Pepper. Am I still coming out loud, Ray? So let me just see if the mic's still coming out loud. And thank you to Pepper. Am I still coming out loud, Ray? So yeah, it seems to be coming. I seem to be coming out okay. Excellent, beautiful. Okay, right. You see that we're crash free. I'm gonna tell them to build that. It might take 3/4 of a day to get there. And we're going to trot gayfully. See, these are all the kind of little... I'll tell you what, we'll test one out, what each one does, shall we? So you can be fully aware of what each person does, because I can't remember all of them, because there's something wrong with me. So we're going to get this guy with 4 diamonds. So by defeating them once and for all, you do get some extra diamonds that you may have lost. Okay, so if you lose, one lot of that, you might get at least 1 lot back. So you may not do 100% of them if you lose too many. So that's why you mustn't get the diamonds. Yeah, well, there's the builder upgrade. It looks really nice with this beautiful sparkly thing. That's because it's Deadlands, so it has the kind of more deadly look about it. So this one is one of the creatures here. So I quite like it. I like the way they do each game slightly different with just slightly different mechanics, and you know, visually as well. You know, even the kind of slave, peasants. Even the peasants are a little bit different. They've got new things like that is in it. That's not in the normal game. So it's got all cool stuff like this, which adds to each game. So as you've done each one, you know, you get other stuff. You know, you still. So this one here, all right. What does this do? Well, what it is, it goes along. Oh, hang on, hold on. Because I've got 3 here, I don't know which one I'm picking. Right, this one here, he will eat chickens. But I know I'm dripping in money now, dripping in money. Let me get a bit of a dripping. That's if we can find a chicken, of course. So if there's any chickens wandering around, although it's night time, now they're not going to attack us, all these have been destroyed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, go all the way over there. Even though it's night time, it's exceedingly dangerous. I know it's very hard to see with all this, isn't it? Let's go all the way there. Occasionally, you know the little teleport thing, you know, expands out. Like sometimes it doesn't expand out; it stays as a certain, and then you can't see around the thing, and that's a kind of known bug that can rarely happen. If that happens, it's a good idea to maybe stop the game, restart it, but eventually it will go. But that's a kind of a little bit of a bug that's in the game. It doesn't happen very often, it's quite rare. But when it is, bloody annoying because you can't see, because it's just a small circle on the screen, you can't see either side of it. So when you walk on, you can't see. So see the chickens, look. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think it kills chickens. Yeah, there you go. See, look. But you can't, you know, he'll only do it when he's got enough stamina. So you can't kill chickens when he's weak. So it's an extra income. So instead of, you know, your archers doing it, you can go off and get a couple of extra ones if you want. So each gives a slightly different noodle to it. Right, okay, so I know it sounds a bit of a waste of time now, really, since you've completed it. Yeah, but, you know, so I just want to say this. So what we're going to do is, where are all these kind of little soldier things? So, what's that there? Not sure what it is, could be a wall. What is that? Oh, it's the, yeah, it's the fireball. Yeah, well, yeah, if you get the fireball things, you know, that throws fiery things at the enemy, and that burns them and does more damage more quickly. Unfortunately, I didn't have that. We're going to upgrade this a minute just to get rid of some coins. But yeah, each one of those little guys, if you pick them up, the kind of little ghostly figure will come along and tell you that that is a special thing you can do. So we've just got to find the kind of little guys. Yeah, here we are. We've got a sword thing now. And with this, we can craft beautifully shiny swords. So this is the highest upgrade for your soldier. So they are much stronger, can stand a lot more damage, and can cut even the guys that got helmets on. Cut them down ruthlessly. Alright, so that's that one. But you've got to get to the highest possible magnitude first. Alright, so in other words, you've got to upgrade this to the maximum. So look, now I see I can craft even more of these and create a new lot of soldiers, which will be the highest upgraded ones. So we end up with tons of them. The ones that we brought with us, plus some on top. Now I'm trying to find one of these little guys, but one way to make this easier would be to go to options, Alright, and do this on 3 times, okay? So if we do that, oh, it went further away. So what you can do is you can zoom in more times. So oh, that's the sound. That might be why it didn't work. Right, is that doing it closer, or I think that is doing it closer. Let me just try that a minute. Yeah, I think that's a little bit closer. So you can have a look, you know, so you can see the lovely pixel art. Now, this place here, with one of them you have, it makes a barn, you see. Alright, now with the barn, it means all your creatures from the other islands will all come to this barn. Which I think is barnstormingly great, isn't it? So this guy here, look, he has a lovely ability. So he also has a lovely ability because he can munch stuff as well. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, we're dripping in money now. Economy, you know, is really flowing now. But I think he can kill something. I can't remember if it's the chickens, the rabbits, or whether it's the greed. I can't remember. But he does something. I'll tell you what. I'll try and enact a piece. Oh, that's what he does. Okay, I just found out what he does. So each one has a special skill. So what this does is, you know what I was saying, oh, they're attacking. So look, these are the guys, the special guys which do those special upgrades. Alright, so I'll show you that in a minute. And they slowly make their way from the boat all the way back home. Right, I'm just going to drop all this stuff. They'll pick it all up so you don't lose it. And then I'll probably invest a lot on the man. Okay, so there's another farm here, look, where I can assemble the same one. Let's wait till daytime so I can completely see. Right, I'm dripping in money here, I know it. So let's give this to our kind of financial expert. Which has, you know, kind of like a special shirt on. There he is. This one is like I've got a white shirt on, and you can drop him lots of 10. So look, you go and drop that off, and then you come back and get the rest, because you know he feeds off of that profit. All right, and then you can just drop another off. Right, and then you invest that, and that's all one way of getting through the winter. You see, we'll grab all your money, put it away, and then you give it back a bit each day. So during the winter, you can, you know, thrive on the winters. Right, so where are all the little men? When the little men come in, so this one, what this does, you got those big guys, they come and try and knock down the walls, don't they? Okay, well with this guy, he can do this, although he hasn't got there yet. I'm trying to find a clear area so you can see it visually. Right, so what he does is, when I press this triangle, yeah, alright, stop dripping money at me. I'm trying to show off some vegetables. Right, so what it does is, it's a bit hard to see with all this dropping money, isn't it? So if I press this, there, look, it does like a, now that's a barrier that they won't be able to get past. So what you can do is, those big guys, when they come along, you can put this barrier up, alright, and then you can move back a bit, and you can do a second barrier. You see? As long as he's got enough stamina. It does take a lot of stamina doing it. Alright, and then when you've got more attack, so you can, and then you can, and that could slow them right down, enough for your archers to destroy them. So that's his special kind of, you know, specialness. Alright, so that's what his particular strength. But he isn't very fast, so that's something that's not in its favour. Alright, this is our kind of normal dead horse. Alright. That one is that one that does that. That one does that. Where is the other animal? The spider. Let me show you the spider. These are all lovely things that you're looking forward to, isn't it? Right, again we'll drop a load of money on there, although he's gone off for his midnight kick, you know, capital. It's only trouble with this game, it's kind of a bit dark at night, isn't it? But it usually is, isn't it? And you can queue these up to a maximum of 4 on each of the items. Okay, and you bash away that little man there. You can also do spears, which means they can fish during summer or winter. They can do some fishing, and they can also poke through the walls at the enemy and cause them damage, so they're doing additional damage on top of your archers. Alright. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, I don't know, I don't really play kind of these kind of side-scrolling things, I'm not very, but this one I find it's not hugely difficult. So a lot of side-scrollers now have gone into this mode where, oh, it's really difficult. I don't know why they're all going down that stupid path. It's like, oh, let's make every game hard because, Dark Souls says, oh, we've got to do everything hard. Now all our games are hard. And very overcomplicated and useless AI and, not AI, I'm talking about. So I think there's 2 barns. But, oh, God, I'll tell you what, when the day starts like that, don't have to go sluggish. I'm trying to find these little men. So look, let's pick up this man and then find out what it does. He does this one. So let's click on this one and see what he does. So this is the hairy man. Let's see what this does. Alright, and then we grab hold of him with the beard and see what this does. I think on this particular challenge thing, Deadlands, yeah, it's like there's one man there that makes a weapon. I'll tell you what, I could do the Greek one. The Greek one is really good. It's a little bit of puzzly though. That's the only thing is I couldn't quite work out what to do on the first one, but I think I can do it now. But that's a really cool one because it all looks like Greece, which you all love, Thanos. You still watching now? Thanos, are you still watching? Anybody still watching? Are you enjoying this, or is it a poor imitation of Crimson Desert and Oblivion? I mean, it is. Oh, this one, you see? He does. Let's grab this one now. This one, look, it builds a huge. What do you call it? A huge, like. What do you call those things? Huge. You pull them back. What do you call them? A trebuchet? I don't know what they call it. Right, I'm trying to work out what each one of these guys give us. Right, let's do this one, see what this one does. Because we don't fear the enemy anymore, so we can. This might also turn. See, I'm trying to find out what each guy does. The trouble is, there's so many bodies running around. Yeah, this guy here, look. This has a special skill. So what I can do is, don't worry about a blood moon. It's all safe. So all you got to do is walk over to each one of the things, and each one will upgrade a certain object. So it could be that one, could be that one. I'll tell you what, let's do this one, see what this does. Because, the archers kind of thing has an upgrade. Let's see what this does. So this is with this, I don't know, this kind of guy with the trumpet. Alright? I think he's the guy that can rally all your enemies to one side of the map. Or it might be from the other islands, I can't remember, I'll have to look it up. So I think, say you defeated all the agreed on the previous islands, and maybe call the whole lot to this one. Although that's just a guess. Is the microphone still working alright? So if you enjoyed this additional broadcast, please let me know. I've got to the point now where I may have to just pick and choose the correct game that only I'm capable of doing. So what I can do now is I can blow this trumpet and let's see what happens. I think it calls everybody to this island, possibly, or it could go to that. I'm not really sure. I don't look into the vast details of every game. Oh, there you are. Look at them. So what I can do is I can assemble this. Look at that. Look at the vast army I have from, say, previous islands. I could go and assail the 5th one, although we'd have to upgrade it to the possible maximum and get that particular one. All right, yes. Let's drop some of this money, shall we? Trouble is, when you go back and drop all this money and then go back again, you go and pick it all back up again, which is kind of a little bit ludicrous, really. So yeah, each one does a different thing. There's one that I think is a baker. Alright, where is this spider? That's what I'm on now. So let's go back over to the map. I thought this was where the spider was. Oh, it's not where the spider is. Oh, let's go to this one then, alright? Alright, let's get the boat. I'm not sure which side it is. There's the barn with all the different animals. Here's the boat. So we'll keep the diamonds on me. Alright, and then we'll... Should we ring the bell? I think we won't ring the bell. We'll just go on an empty boat just to show that you can get... Now, I wouldn't recommend going with an empty boat. If you're going to an island which is, you know, the next island up from the island, right, always take... Now, the little men will come with you, alright? But the army and the builders and the archers, they won't come with you, or the farmers. Alright, so we're going to go to the fifth one. Now, I could get that creature, but I'm going to see if I can pick up the spider. Because once I've mounted him, he'll end up going back to that lovely barn that I done on this island, which I can't remember which island it is now. It's hard for me to think sometimes. Right, okay. That is built up to the maximum. To save time, we'll do this. Now, when it flashes, it will flash 3 times. On the first flash, you're okay. On the second flash, you're okay. On the third flash, you must press the button. If you don't, then you go right back to where you started. 1, 2. Before it can do the third one, press it. So that means you can travel all vast distances like that. It's really cool, isn't it? And you can have that build it. So every time you destroy a portal, you know, you open up a portal of your own, a friendly portal. Alright, so you can go to this one and then go along. Alright. So I'm going to go along kind of gently because I don't want to go too far. I'm going to try and catch the thing that I'm trying to find. So we'll go say here. Oh, it's the perfect place. Alright, so this is the place. So let's pick up this. Alright, now what? I know what it's saying. I can't see a flipping thing. Right, first of all, what I'm going to do is check the map. I want to see if there's an additional thing. See, there's a horrible flamey creature there. So let's try and get that one. Now, usually it comes up with diamonds, or it comes up with put some coins in it. There's the cave that we completely destroyed. Look, it's completely destroyed. It will never come back again. It could be that if you do the greed one, then you actually are agreed. I'm not really sure how it works. So what we're going to do is manually try and find that particular one that we're looking for. Might as well hire a few people while we're at it and seduce over. See, and then I'll show you what the skill. So you imagine they're attacking our wall. Say the whole wall is on our left and the enemy are attacking it. So what I can do is I can do this, alright, and it leaves that. Oh, I think what it might do, it turns the enemy against itself. I think that's what it does. So the enemy walk into that, they turn against their kind and they attack each other. This is pretty cool, so they've all got slightly different things. So I was completely wrong then. The only trouble is this one that doesn't, you know, I think that this one though, you can eat anywhere. So say there, there's no grass. I think he can eat anywhere. There's some, there is. If you get the bird, okay, he can eat anywhere. He can eat in the middle of the jungle, okay. So he is especially useful. Plus he can flap his wings to keep the enemy away. As if he's got enough stamina, of course. Right, so let's see if we can find any additional things. There is something here. What is that there? Oh, that's to store them. Play Skyrim instead of Oblivion. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Skyrim going on my PS4, but I may have to do a new character because it won't have my saves from the PlayStation, so all the mods I've added. So I'd have to go with whatever is on my PlayStation, which could have mods on it for all I know. So I'll have to find out on that. I'll try and do that. That might be my only option. Because if I can, I'm going to hand in my PlayStation to have the HDMI thing fixed on probably tomorrow. But it's unlikely it's going to come back by Tuesday. So I might not be able to play Tuesday or Thursday. So it might take a few days. I mean, it's only an HDMI thing, so it might be quite quick. Right, so I'm just trying to find this last kind of creature thing. Ah, this one. Is it this one? Ah, this one, right. So, oh, I haven't got enough. So, yeah, because I lost some diamonds accidentally, because I accidentally walked into it when I shouldn't have done. So do it to the bottom and then pick up all the coins again. And then your diamond is the last thing that will be stolen. So I haven't got enough. So because I didn't do everything exactly right and accidentally lost some diamonds, I can't get everything maxed out to the full. Okay? Because I'm a fool. Alright, this is a pathetic joke. Yeah, let's see, you can eat anywhere. Alright, and then we'll go all the way back in. Don't forget, third flash, you have to press the button. If you wait a couple of seconds after that, and then bam, you'll go all back where you just started, which would be just back there. Alright, so wait for the first flash. 1, 2, then press it. Okay? I don't know why it does that at the same time. Right, there you are. So there should be some creature here. I think it's some kind of creature here, which I don't know. I didn't see anything. Did you see anything on the left-hand side? Which is like a creature. I might have to go back a minute. I didn't see it. The trouble is because it's got dark. Can't see a flipping thing. Don't have those nuts. Yeah, every time you're carrying a certain thing, that little ghostly figure will come along and say, oh, you can do something with that. See, the shields mean you haven't got enough people to recruit. I think it's because this particular one, I don't think there's anybody I can hire because I destroyed them so that I could create farms. So let me know if you're enjoying this. So I've got a very narrow choice of things to pick now, due to the fact that the PlayStation is, they can't do a decent HDMI thing that lasts 5 seconds. So everything's built to just fall apart in time. It's a shocking state that the world is in at the moment. See, that's our old one, the Deadland one. There should be another one somewhere. Oh, I'm not quite sure. Oh, it might be that last one. It could be that last one that I was going to pick up. Right. So it looks like that's it. So let me go in there again. So let's go back as far as we can, maybe to the centre of town. And then let's do the boat now. If you destroy the little camps that the peasants come from, You know, you take away a tree. If you have two trees, one each side of the camp, if you take away one of them, that still gets rid of the camp. So you must have a tree both sides. It's to kind of shelter them, you see. So as soon as you take that shelter away, everything falls apart. But you can turn it into that little hut, but it costs you 5 coins to recruit them instead of 1. So is it a more expensive way of doing it? Right, so let's I'll tell you what, where's that little thing that stores our diamonds? Because let's just see if we've got any more diamonds that we can revive. That's what I'm finding, that is, because he's usually near the boat. There they all are. There's a happy bunch. There's one more we've got to get, apparently, which is we need some diamonds. So let's see if we can find the man with the... there it is. Let's see if we have any more diamonds. Okay, we got one there. Another one. And another. Oh, good. Right, so what we'll do is we'll drop some of these so that we can get these diamonds. Alright. So let's see if he's got any more. Right, so that's all the diamonds. Right, I can't fit them all in, unfortunately. So that's the student trouble. When you drop these things, you know, it's not really difficult to do this because you got to like drop them all whilst moving, and so by moving you then pick up the ones you've just dropped before. So it's like a fight against. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky to do, isn't it? Because you're picking them up, dropping them, picking them up, dropping them. So let's see if we can go back and get that last one now. Let's get rid of a few here. They'll pick them up and they give us back in a minute. Right, okay, let me just double check that I haven't got this one. Yeah, so one thing I didn't like about the PlayStation was, you know, what they do is, on the top of here, there's like a circle, and then down into the divot they have that little button, and that's why that button is so hard to do. It's like a tiny little button. On the PlayStation 5, you know, the button is more raised, and it's not got that divot, so it's kind of down in the divot. So it makes it tougher to get to it. So PlayStation will improve, but I just wish they made the button bigger. So apparently there's some new creature there I'm able to pick up. So I'm not quite sure why that is happening there. So let's try. I'm just trying to get the last couple of things. Let's try this guy. Right, this guy here. Let's try and get this one. Although first of all, let's see if we can put. Let's see if I can do the diamonds here. There is something we can put diamonds in. It might be. Sorry if I'm going back to the boards. Just you know, because this, you know, you can go like a bit at a time. You know, it's a little bit hard to see where the things actually are. So, but and you've only got a time limit on this, so you know, I've got to kind of guess where things are. It's a bit hard when you've just got a small circle to work out. But there's a kind of place somewhere where if you loiter too long, this kind of huge bear-like thing attacks you, and you know, knocks all your coins off and can kill you, in fact. Oh look, oh yeah, look, there's a little egg. Right, and out of the egg hatches this. Okay, as you thought, it's like a lizard. So there you are. Alright, so now you see we've got a spider and a lizard. You see, so that's what we've unlocked. Now, I think this is, you know, because there's different ways you can play this, you see. Each of you could have your favourite and go, God, look at that, I love that one. And then that one, I think that's the waterfall one. So there's a big creature there that we've got to try and get. Right, watch this. Let me just check that map again. Let me just make sure I'm on the right one. Right, so we need to do. Let me try and work it out. Wait a minute. Right, that's the 5th. That's the 4th. So we need island 3. Right, and this one has a special skill. Alright, watch. Now the spider will end up back at my little farm. I've only got one iron wire as a farm, but I can make all the others. So The only trouble is this guy is quite fast, but when he runs out of stamina, he can't do anything. But I think he can eat any time. No, he can't eat at any time. So he can't run very fast. Sorry, he can run fast. So he can boost away quickly, but he quickly runs out of stamina. And I'm not sure if he can eat. I don't think he can eat any time he wants. So you have to wait until he's got a stamina back before he can run again. So he can do like short bursts of speed. But his secret strength is this. So let me show you his secret strength. Ready? He can set them on fire. So you can set the enemy on fire. So say you haven't got the thing with you know, you can do, you know, the catapults that throw the stones, the fiery kind of things. You can use this guy instead and be just inside the wall and spread it outside of the wall and burn away at those big tough guys, all the kind of normal ones. So each one has a different skill, which I think is all good in their own way. So there we go. Look. Now. Yeah, when he does that, then you can do the thing. So, you know, it's a little bit of a cooldown. He's got to like restrain the stamina. So what we're going to do is we'll go with this one, we'll ring the bell, and then watch them all come trying. All the little guys that you pick up on all the previous islands, you know, with the special skills, because they can upgrade different things. When all the army come across to the boat, so what they're trying to do is fill the boat up with what is available. And since we don't fear nobody now, we're okay. So I'm just kind of showing you the kind of all the different skills. Yeah, they kind of pick up all the coins I just dropped. Alright, so when it's completely full like that, okay, we press it, fill it up, so make sure you've got a full bag when you do this. Alright, and then the other guy, all those other little teeny weeny guys, they all come along. So you can use those as upgrades on the next island you go to. Alright? And then it says build, explore, defend and conquer. This is the only game of the Kingdom series where you can conquer them completely. So the other one just say build, explore, defend. Alright, so once you press the button there, then you can choose which one. So let's go and get this bear creature. Alright, and then there's a little dog as well. Oh, you're enjoying it. If you are, please hit that like, subscribe channel. At least I'm not getting stressed out by this. It's got nice, simple mechanics. It's just working out. It's just working out the best way to do it. It's just working out the small mechanics in the game. You just got to work out the most efficient way of defeating the enemy and getting an economy going. Alright, so that's the secret of the game. So it's not too complicated, but you know, you've got to think about what you're doing a little bit. Right, see, he's knackered now, so that's the only trouble. He hasn't got so much stamina, say the horse or the deer. So he's a little bit lacking in that, so he could be caught out, but he does walk a little bit quicker than some of those things. Alright, so that's the good news. So these upgrades, you know, in the first games, you know, in the previous game, I think it was New Lands, you could get the upgrades, but they only last for 3 days at a time maximum, and then you had to go back and do it again. So, but on the Kingdom 2 Crowns one, once you've done the upgrade, it kind of keeps going until you, as you go to each island, that previous upgrade you've got goes to the next island as well. That place there is where you can get one of the creatures. But you see, oh, what if it kills the chickens? I'll try it on the chickens a minute. Or the deer. No, it only seems to work on the greed. But yeah, as you can see, stamina pretty big. So that's a disadvantage. So it depends whether you think that disadvantage outweighs the advantages. That guy there, he has a special skill, and I can't remember it now. The Greek one, I think it's the Greek one. Oh no, the Norse one has some tremendous things as well. So if you get the Norse Lands DLC, which I highly recommend, okay, because I know, just fun. It is really good. So if you want to build walls, use that kind of brown one. You got to get the guy with the spike and kill the chicken. You get this one, he can seduce or make friends with the deer so you can slaughter them. It's a bit excessive. But once if you've got a really good economy, see, it doesn't matter if you knock down one of the camps and turn it into a little house, and you've got to pay the extra fine because you've got a really good economy, so it doesn't really matter. Although, what do you think? Do you think this is a good game? See, see, look, they're not even bothering to upgrade. So, tell you what, just to get rid of some coins, I'll just get rid of this. So what I did was, when I completed the first time I completed Kingdom 2 Crowns on the normal game, okay, without all these Norse Lands and all this kind of stuff, is I just maxed everything out as a way of celebrating my triumph. Right, there you are, see, out of stamina. The only trouble is that bear thing that we're going to unleash. I can't remember how you do it now, but there's somewhere where you've got this huge bear-like thing. Oh, it could be him. So let's see what this one does, because I'm not really sure. Oh, this is a little bit different then. I think he kills. Not sure what he does. Oh, he kills the deer and the chickens. Yeah. Oh, crikey! So this guy could be really valuable. So, well, not so much about the winter, because we don't much animals, but yeah, this guy is really handy if you're on a night and you're just like, oh, you know, you haven't got much farming going. This guy can eat the chickens and the deer. So that's a really good skill. The only trouble is he also hasn't got terrific stamina. So there's slightly disadvantages. Some of them. In the main game, you can get the bird. Now the bird is. I really like the bird because he can bat. You know, you can kind of bat the enemy back a little bit. So that, you know, that big guy is coming towards you. He can flap his wings like this, and that pushes them back, stops them from hitting the wall. So you can keep doing that. Well, you've got to get stamina, but if you've got grass nearby, you can just eat the grass, then do it again. Just keep him away from the wall so that your archers can pelt it. So they all have their own skills. Okay, so that's got that. So we've almost like got all the stuff from, you know, we didn't do too bad considering we lost some diamonds. It looks like we still, all we've got to do is get the dog. That's the final one we got there. So we did actually get all of them. But and that one as well. So we've got that one to get, which is on the last one. So we've near enough got all of it. But I think I haven't got enough diamonds because I think I lost one lot of diamonds. And there's a chance that you might not be able to get all of them. So this one, I forget that. So I just thought I'd show you that just to finish off. Just to what each creature does. Trouble is, I kind of forget. Next time I play, I'll probably. Yeah, look at that. Endless amounts of money, but a little bit of a lack of stamina. That's the only downside. So it's quite good, really. Look at that. You could have fun and laughter with this, and be totally destructive if you want to. Right, I'm all the way back. We can go back to the boat, and we'll see if we can get the last upgrade. All right. The boat is usually the right or the left of the thing, depending. So what we'll do is we'll ring the bell. Let me just check the map again. I always checking maps in all games. Just keeps me ahead of the game. So we could go there, but there's something there. There's a little dog there. So that's where we want to go next. Alright, so we'll wait for the forces to arrive, although, you know, go with an empty boat if you want. But why not take a few soldiers as well? But if you're quite happy with that, just do it now, and then they all won't get on. So you can kind of do it part way through. Alright, once it does the go, conquer, defend, and the boat starts to move, then you can press the button. See, look, just got to wait for the guys. Once it starts moving, then you can press it and select the next one. So let's try and get this little doggy. I mean, it's not Skyrim, I know, it's not hugely fantastic, but for a 2D game, giving you these different ways of playing makes each play of the game, you know, quite fun, because once you've done the main game, you've got all these kind of little extra little bits that you can do as well. So I've got to find this little dog. It's just like a little hut somewhere, a little dog, and you'll soon know because you bark. You hear it, ow, 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 like that. When you hear that, drop a coin. For some reason, right there you are. It's that there. So usually he does bark, but maybe because it's night. So there you are. You got a little puppy, and that puppy is handy in that he tells you when the greed are coming. Okay, so you can hear them, and all of a sudden you hear ow, 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 ow. In this case, it's a little rat-like creature, but in the normal Kingdom Shogun, if you buy the base game, which I would recommend doing that base game first, and then move on to the kind of challenge islands and the Norse Lands and all that. Norse Lands, I highly recommend. It's a different way of playing. If you want to see me doing a bit of Norse Lands play, I have a playlist which you can gaily look for. That's if you know, if you're gay, of course. Oh, it's fun loving, isn't it? I think it's the place where we're short of people, but that's because I'm not very tall. Alright, it's an old man joke, I know. I know. So yeah, we could upgrade all this stuff now, you know, don't have to worry. So it's nice. I know, there's not much to do after it, apart from upgrade everything to the maximum, which in itself is a fabulous achievement. Alright, so I don't know if we can get the last one. So we've near enough. So I'm surprised. The only trouble is it's taken me 3 reigns to do this. If you can do it, all the things that you've learned in these 3 reigns, if you could put all that together and replay it, do it as a new game probably, so you don't go over this one, so you can preserve this victory. Alright? And don't forget, the top one on there is... I'm not really sure what that top one is, to be honest. I wonder if that's upgrades or something. And then below it you've got like how many diamonds you can pick up. These are the key to the upgrades, and that's how many portals. Alright, the cave is extra on top. So if it says 6 portals, there's also the cave as well. So it's slightly different. I think what it means is, it could be that because we defeated the portal, that's what that symbol means. It means we won. Or, you know, we get kind of a crown. So really the only one we got left is this one. So do you want me to show you that one, or are you like, you know, sick to death now, you just want to get it over with? Please let me know. Yeah, I just thought I'd do an extra stream. You know, in trouble is I'd have to put timestamps on, which is a little bit groovy, isn't it? So I've got also... So I'm dripping in money now. So if you learn everything that I taught you, although don't do it exactly like me, because I do, this is the stone upgrade, okay? So what was it we got to find on here? Because I forget, you know, what I did 2 minutes ago. Well, I've got a dock, so we've got all of it on there. So let's go through the entire lot. So this is the highest upgrade here, so we just need this one. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. End it now, right? End it. But I just want to show you what we all do, because I've forgotten half of them. So is it an exercise? So see, there's all the barrels of flaming barrels. That's what I was trying to think of. Barrels. You've got so there, like you see, it's got a flaming barrel there. When you've got upgraded it a certain amount and you've progressed your, you know, spread your walls a little bit wider, you'll get the extra upgrades. So you've also got to expand it a bit. Don't go too far. Don't like do, you know, go miles down, halfway down the map, because then you've got a terrifically long walk back to the next wall. So I tend to keep it within a certain limit, so I don't have to go too far. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to take anybody with me this time, so don't ring the bell. If you ring the bell, archers, builders, all that lot, they'll all come. So all we do is go without this time. So if you want to keep soldiers at our base and you don't want to take them with you because, you know, there's some at the next one or whatever, but if you're going to a new one, it's best to take soldiers with you and the builders and all the rest of it, okay? So make sure you do all that. Right, let's go to the last one. So we'll just show you the final creature or upgrade. I don't know if I've got enough because I may not have enough diamonds on this. Alright, I always check that, you know. See that one, see I've got a wooden lighthouse, which means it lasts, I can't remember how many turns it is, but it means it lasts for a couple of turns or so until the wood kind of rots away and dies. The stone one makes it last even longer. See, because we've been here once and done it, we didn't quite have enough coins at first of all to do it, but now we're going to slap all the coins in. So now this is the highest upgrade, which means this is permanent, so it will never ever fail. Okay, so that means you can come back to this as many times as you want, and you know, you won't have any problem. So all we'll do now is find the final creature on here. Now maybe diamonds that you need. You'll have to see. Alright, he's still trying to munch. So every time you see a kind of structure or like a, you know, a massive tree or some strange structure you don't quite recognise, stop on it and it will show. I may as well, well, I can't upgrade that now. But I know I have my favourites on which creature, you know, that I like. You know, we all have our favourites probably. Alright, so this is the sword upgrade. You can just see it, it's a bit dark. Trouble is, as soon as you go into the woods, you see it all goes dark, but that's intentional. That's telling you that, you know, it's dark in the woods. A bit like in real life, really. So it makes a lot of sense. Look at that. It's a good way of getting the food, isn't it? Right, that's just trees. So is it this? No. So we're looking for the final creature, and then I think we'll sew it up for today. Although I've got to find the needle first. That's for all the knitters. I like to do a little bit for the knitting community now and again as well. I had somebody make a comment the other day and he said that I was crap. So thanks for that person. That's the kind of stuff that you don't want to hear, really, isn't it? So thank you to that person. There's always one, isn't there? I don't know why. You know, you could have been kind and say, you know, you should do better or something like that. You know, try and be a little bit kind in life, you know. Don't be evil, you know, don't be really evil like that. Try and be, show a little bit of kindness to people. Because otherwise, that means you'll show it to, you know, your fellow humans as well. Or humans, as Queen likes to say it. Yes, I must admit, I haven't even watched anime play Skyrim. I've done the old one, but I'm still continuing to watch new people playing it. So I still do it occasionally, but I'm not quite so obsessed about it because I'm doing this slight break from it for the moment, due to the fact that, basically because the creation engine just ruins everything it touches now. Because they can't bother, it's probably because they fired all their bug fixes, probably. Is it this tree thing? Oh, it's a tree thing. Ah, right. So, because I lost one lot of diamonds, that prevented me from getting the final one. So, let's see what that was. I think this is the one. It looks like a kind of unicorn like the other one, but I think it is actually a unicorn, whereas the other one is like a pointed, spiky blue thing, which I can't remember what it does now. Is it kill chickens or something? But this one, I think it creates a wave. Now, not that kind, but what it does, it like does sort of flow water or something. I don't know why that's got anything to do with a unicorn. And that pushes back the enemy. So Whereas you got that one guy that makes a wall, this guy can just push them back a bit, thus preventing them going to the wall. So there's another way of doing it. Or trying to save your precious workers. You know, just supposing, you know, you can get your precious workers. You know, you can. Hang on, just drop all these in a minute. Trouble is, you got to drop them all again. So it's quite an exercise trying to pick up all this. And then pick them all up again. Right, let's see what's here. And I think that'll do for today. If you enjoyed it, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. You know, if you want me to do the others, I think I have done some of the others, but what I could do is find out what I haven't done on the PlayStation. Or, you know, we could do the Call of Olympus, but I have done a bit of the Call of Olympus. I'm not sure if I've actually recorded it all. It's a little bit tricky because it's a bit puzzly. So I think we'll finish there on a triumphant manner. Okay, so let's go all the way back to the beginning. So you go to Island 1, you get the Archer upgrade. Okay, don't worry too much about the others yet, because I think can't remember if you get diamonds on the first island. Alright, then go to the second island and get the farm upgrade. So when you do a farm, you know, you're going to get more money quicker. Alright, plus the stone upgrade, that's that little stone thing with a cave, that will upgrade your walls to stone, therefore making it easier for you to withstand the attacks. And then you could go back, you know, that's entirely up to you. You could go back and strengthen that and then come back, but that's a lot of coins you're going to need, so you've got to get that economy going. So knock down the trees first, not the ones either side of the camps, or the trader guy that comes along and drops money now and again, which is in the normal game. Just knock down the trees, and they will kill rabbits, and that will generate an income. And then after that, try and do a farm, and then get, you know, just a few farmers, and maybe 2 farms is even better, because obviously you can max it right out. All right, and then you can go to this one and get the wall upgrade, which is the guy with the big hammer. Okay, that kind of man that's there, a man's face, that is those special skills for the, you know, the bat thing, the torch, and the other thing. All right, I'm not sure what a torch does. And then that one over there, I think, is something else. All right, on the Norse Lands one, I do believe there's a thing where you can resurrect the dead. You can kind of, I think it's something like you can resurrect some dead, or you can turn the greed against himself, something like that. It's got a special skill. And then you've got the trumpet guy who can blow the horn, and then all the enemies will attack one particular portal. So it kind of gets it all from both sides. Alright, so there you are. That's Kingdom 2 Crowns. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it there. On the first 2 games, I don't think you could save it. Maybe the first one you could, but the second one you couldn't. So you couldn't hit that save button, which is a little bit strange. So we've done this one. This is the kind of, I can't remember what that one is. I can't remember if that's I don't think it's the Shogun one, so I'm not sure what that is. That could be the Norse one. That's the kind of Chinese one. That is like a new game, so that's the kind of, you know, the Shogun one. That's the skull kind of one, you know, Deadlands, and that is that. Let's have a look, see what this is, because we saved the game here. It does save each of those games, so as you swap between the campaigns, it will save that game, you know, and you're going to it, so you can easily go back to those at another time. So let's have a quick look at this and see what this one is, because I can't remember at the moment. You get a different mount, different thing with each thing. Right, let's have a look, see what this is. So let's have a look and see what I've done on here. So we've done the first one. There's the bird. Alright, so there's the archer upgrade, and there's the bird. Now the bird is fantastic, but you've got to get, I think it's 3 diamonds to be able to get this bird. Okay, and then there's one of those little men. That one is the farmer upgrade. So it's still got similar things, but some of them are slightly different. There's different creatures. Okay, so we're on Island 2 by the look of it. You can easily find out by, oh look, I've actually done the lighthouse on that one. So on this one, this where it says the boat sunk, that's where we are at the moment. There's 2 diamonds and 3 portals. Alright, so this one is like, oh yeah, a little princess on a lovely white horse. And it's kind of like a normal game by the look of it. Not quite sure. But so I'll just do a little bit of this, but I don't want to go too far because I haven't gone very far on this and I don't want to die a horrible death. So this horse he's not fast, but I think he can last on the stamina for a fair bit. So each horse has a different skill. You might have one that's fast but runs out of stamina quicker, but one that's a bit beefier and you know, lasts a lot longer, but you know, he's not quite so fast. So they all got their different skills. Okay, so if you come up and see like a more chunkier horse, that's the chunky kind. Alright, so yeah, we haven't upgraded much on here. Looks like we're just on stone. This is the guy that stored the money. This is, you know, obviously the archer guys. I'll just do this a minute and then I'll probably do a save. So we haven't really done much with this cabin yet. This is the way to do the farm. So we're just doing that. So we're just starting to create the stone walls on this one. Alright, but we got an economy going. We've done the usual thing, get the economy going. So we've done pretty well here. This guy here, this is the guy that comes to your camp every day, and when the morning comes he gives you a bag full of money, and then you've got to give him 1 coin to go back and go do some more trading. So what he does, he trades stuff, comes back and gives you a profit. So this is the boat. It's probably going to be darker in it. It always goes a bit darker in the jungle. If he runs out of stamina, we could be in serious danger of dying here. So, but he's not too bad, this horse. He's like an average horse where I think there's somebody hiding behind a tree there. So I don't think this is the Shogun one, no, because it all becomes Chinese stuff. So we'll just see if we hopefully this is back. I think we'll quit there. I just want to show you a quick look at some of the other ones. I really like this game. I just think it's a fun game. It's not it's not too much to remember. It's just a few basic things you got to trying to pick up on and to try and get past it. So it's a nice pixel game, and as you say, you can adjust the zoom on it as well at any time with the options. And I'll get to it. It's a nice simple menu. You don't have to worry about 2 different menus. So I usually have it on the 4x one, so that I can, because it's a bit small, I can see a little bit further left and right. So it's a bit small. It all depends. You could go even closer again than the one I just had, or you can go further away. It's up to you. Now, I may as well go a little more while we're at it, because you've got to keep them away long enough to be able to go to the next island. This is the guy that leaves the coins every day. Okay, so when he's done that, you pop him a coin. Make sure you save at least 1 coin so that you can give it to him. Otherwise, he won't return the next day and get that extra. Just going to upgrade this, because each new upgrade of your main building brings additional upgrades. Alright, so I think that will do. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me just do a save. So what I could do is, I've only done this once, and I don't know if I've recorded it all. So these are so when you've done the main game, these are the ones that are really difficult. A bit more difficult than your normal one. So use those things you've learned on when you've done the first game. So all those things, try and put all that together, and then try and do it more efficiently on these, and then you'll win on it. But the trade routes one, instead of getting a boat to the next island, okay, like you can choose which island you go to, okay, this one it just goes to the next one automatically. So make sure you get the upgrades on each before you move forward to the next one, and then the next one, and then after, only when you've finished gone to all the different routes, can you go back to the others. Alright, so they each bring something different. This one here, if I press play, that would go into this one, and this will be separate from my game. So if I if I go to here, yeah, what it does is you can do single player co-op. Again, you can do this co-op. It splits the screen, so you've got a top and a bottom. All right, and you can also play co-op, so that you know one could do one side of the wall, one could do the other, and you can work together to kind of make it a little bit easier for you. This one, you've got to fill your basket with Spring's Bright token, which are little eggs, and you put them into this thing with 2 bunnies on the side and a cup in the middle, and you drop them in there. When you fill that up right to the mat, it gives you something special to help you win. All right, and then if you do that and actually beat it, or do beat 3/4 of it, you will be rewarded with a bunny hat thing, or I think it's that, or it was a special little bunny rabbit which follows you around. So it's kind of good. So if you want me to do that one, let me know. All right. Okay. The other ones are, as I say, you've got that one, which yeah, I'm not quite sure what that one is, to be honest. Can't remember now. So that's the Deadlands. That's another Deadlands, which I was trying to get more efficiently. This one, see if I do this new game here, you can do one of the others. So let's press this one. It saves the one you just did. Fury Studios. That's who built it. Maybe that's the engine, and that's Raw Fury, which is the puppets side of Raw Fury. So, if we do the Norse Lands, we look at this. This is a completely different game. Although it is set now, get on all these when you start off. You can have it peaceful, easy. For those who don't like, you know, want it really cozy. Or you can do hard, or you can do curse, which is absolutely dreadful. So I wouldn't. You either do easy or normal to start with. I would say normal, and then let's pick say a big chunky guy with a huge beard. If you want me to do this, so what do you want me to do? The Easter Bunny one, or what do you want me to do? Let me know. And it might be that until I get my PlayStation, I may only have to play this game because there aren't many out there I would like. So I'll leave it up to you. What you like. So again, the king will try to last. It always says that. Alright, it says move left and right with the joystick. It's very basic straight instructions. Alright, so you could go left, but it will want you to go to the right. So it will say, look, you can't go any further yet. There's something there, which is kind of Nordish. Now you can kind of go a bit further. This one's kind of a little bit slow. It's kind of like a donkey kind of thing. Kingdom 2 crowns once again. And you know, if you lose your crowns, well, your kingdom comes crashing down. So that's what I was trying to tell you. You don't get 2 crowns though. That means you can do co-op. Okay. So this time we have silver coins. Okay, so slightly different. Each has something slightly different. So I'll just show you this intro to Norse Lands. Now what these do is these guys here are armed straight away, so immediately they have a weapon, and you can give them shields. So this is slightly different. So these are your archers. Again, similar thing but different shape. All right, and then she says go that way. In the first game, it's not quite so nice looking here. So you press this, and this does the guy that does the hammer. Okay. So I do quite like this game because right, we've got to wait until he picks up the hammer, of course. All right, and then we got to go with the hammer and follow the lovely chunky bearded guy, and he says stand here, so you've got to keep out the greed. All right, so if you want me to continue this, let me know. All right, then you wait for him to obviously knock it down. Sorry, put it up. What do you think? I mean. But if I can get Skyrim going, I'll get Skyrim going. We'll do that, say, if we can't do the others. Right, and then we've got to stand here and get rid of the tree. So it's showing you just basic stuff, and then it says, wait for it to finish chopping. So this is telling you to expand your region and make the walls wider. Don't go ridiculously wide. I know some of the walks to the portals are a long walk, but try not to go too far. Make sure you've got a wall. So if you see a mound like this, that is a wall, Okay, if you see a stone like this, that is the where you can put an archer. All right, so try and get those. So if you see one, a stone in a mound, and then you see another stone in the mound nearby, it's a good idea to do two. So you've got like a double buffer. So if they're knocking down this wall, you can run to the next one. So it gives you a bit of a double buffer. Okay, right now it's saying recruit. Okay, immediately recruit, they get a spear. So this is slightly different. Even when you recruit them, they have a spear. They're kind of Norse people. And then what you do is you want another archer because you want one each side. And then she says, build, explore, defend, and conquer. Okay, but this is where this game is different, is it has this. So let me just show you this. So I'm just trying to show you the different aspects of each of these games. Don't forget to knock down the trees, create an economy. That's your number one tip, is immediately chop down the trees, apart from the ones by the camp. And then wander along, and I think this is where we kind of first came into the map. So let's go over here a minute, because you have this. When you get diamonds, you can access this. What it can do, it can turn, say, the night into day or the day into night. If you explore further, although go careful because you don't want your donkey to run out of health, otherwise you won't be able to escape the greed. If you explore far enough, and it's not too close to night time, so I've got to be a bit careful here, you may find a chest of gold. Okay, so some of them you can find it left and right, sometimes just on the right, or might just be only on the left. And some of them, I think, in some of the parts of the game, there are some of them that will give you that chest every day. So they're all different variations of the same game. Okay, so this donkey, not very fast, but he can run for a long time. So that's his advantage. But you will get a chance to, upgrade him. So what we can do is knock down these trees. Alright. So we can widen our defense a bit more, because the wider it is, the more you can fit in it. So I'll just do this, okay, and I think that'll do for today. I don't know how many hours I've done it actually. It was 2.75 hours, so it's about 3 hours. So if you're enjoying this play and you want me to, I'll try and do Skyrim if I can. If I can't, then I'll have to just do this, or see if I can find something else. Oh, I shouldn't really have done that. I should have waited till I got an economy going. So we've got that. We've got a wall there. This guy here will give me some money, and then give him a coin back. So make sure we always have a coin to give him. Okay. All right. And then if there's no camp here, take down this. All right. Now here is a camp. Okay. Slightly different. There's a little cabin, just like a Norse. Okay. All right. But take away all the trees, but don't take away the last one. All right. So that we can get a little bit of an economy going and get the rabbits going. Alright, so we need to build a wall here, but we need to knock down this tree. I could do another bit. Yeah, he's about to go out now. So I'm going to do a second one. Alright, so we can still fight. Oh, actually I haven't done a wall here, so I better do a wall in a minute. Otherwise the greed to get through on the first day. I'm not sure if we get it the first day, so I've got to be a little bit careful there. I may do it there actually. So you've got to try and widen it a bit, but don't go too wide. Right, here they come. Hopefully you don't lose the builder. Right, and as you progress in this game, you will get the option of giving shields to your warriors. So you'll have when you've expanded a little bit and you spent a little bit on the upgrades to the fire, so which is build your main building, you will get the option to get shield men. And what they will do, they will jump outside the wall with their shields to protect them, and they will fight off some of the enemy before they get to the wall. So, and you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to risk it, then leave them inside, but they still have the shield as defense. So it's a slightly different way of playing. Plus in this one there's runes that you can find, and if you successfully find all the runes, match them all up, you will get a special hammer, like a Thor hammer, which will slam down and then spread out and do terrible damage to the enemy. So each one of these is slightly different. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It's got slightly different ones on each map. I can't go to the next one map until I've unlocked the first one. So we can't see ahead. We've had day one, and there's only one portal on the first one. So it's nice and easy on the first one. I would recommend getting the archer upgrade. So look for that archer statue. Upgrade it as soon as possible, because then you can use that for all the other islands. Okay, if you die, you have to reactivate him. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Kingdom 2 Crowns, one of my favourite kind of 2D type games. If I did, I hope I didn't miss any chat. What's that say? Now Thanos, you know, I'm not going to show that because you don't want to put that on there. Alright? Don't put that on there, please. Don't put swear words or anything obscene like that on the thing. So don't do that, Thanos, please. Alright, so let me thank you to Thanos Palavos. Thank you, Thanos, for coming in. Yeah, try and avoid that if you can. Pepper Pictures, thank you very much, Pepper, for coming in as well. Really appreciate that. And Jeffrey Giordano, thank you, Jeffrey. Did you say goodbye? Yes, I'm always missing when you say goodbye. So thank you to Jeffrey Giordano as well for coming in. And also thank you to Raceborn, who came in and said something at the start. So, on the PlayStation 5, obviously it speaks the chat, so it's a little bit better at doing it. Okay, so bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Until I get my PS5 going, I might have to try and see if I can do Skyrim. So I might have to just do that on vanilla or whatever else. So I'll try and get that to work somehow. But I may have to do the PlayStation 4 edition. So I'll try and do that as a fill-in until I get the PlayStation done. Okay, so bye everybody. And if I'll try and do something on Tuesday. So I'll try and set up Skyrim for say Tuesday. Alright, bye for now. I'll see you all next time. Take care, have a good weekend. I'm just going to go and relax for a bit, chill out. Maybe do a bit of time stamping. I may not do it today. I shouldn't need to cut anything out today, bar just the beginning bit. Because I think everything's working okay. Sorry about the mic on the last video for Kingdom 2 Crown. First kind of 23 minutes. I didn't realise that this mic wasn't connected, just this one here. Which may have been able to see all the way through. So that is my microphone. I don't have it too close because, you know, some of them like it right over their mouth and they like to chew on it, you know. I just like it a little bit away, you know. I'm not obsessed with the microphone, you know, touching it lovingly or that, you know. I'm a little bit, you know, not obsessed as some people. I like to just normally have it out of the way. See, it kind of crept in there. Normally I have it just a little bit outside. Okay, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and enjoy your Sunday. Okay, bye for now, and take care. And thank you for watching. If you want more, let me know. I'll try and set up I forgot, yeah, on this one, I've got to try and remember how to get out, to be honest. Right, I've got to press this button. Once I press that, then I can turn off the broadcast, but it will go blue screen, and you may not be able to hear me. So I'll say my goodbyes now, because you won't be able to hear me in a minute. Okay, so bye for now. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.